Oh,
So, yeah.
by the way, DK, this whole section should not be on YouTube.
So just to confirm, you're saying don't put this conversation on YouTube?
Of course not. This is a private. When we're ready to start the actual. Do you think people watch Molina for the travel? You're a shadow of your former self.
Okay, listen. Just tell me what you want me to say.
N-word at dinner. He's like, oh, that's you, mate, talking about my vacuum cleaner. Oh, piss off. You're retarded.
No, I'm not.
That's you. Because I don't think you would make enough money to like really support myself.
That's very presumptuous of you, isn't it? You little.
Okay, bro. I'm not going down this again. Okay, that is drama.
Stop jerking me off with this and just tell me what you want to say.
Okay, I see. I have to be careful now. I got to step on eggshells a little bit here with what I say.
You don't have to step on eggshells. You just don't have to act like I'm some fucking unemployed loser sat here desperately trying to make this work.
So tell me that you're trolling and you just don't want to admit this right now, because the other option is not a good look for you. You are 100% part of the problem, and I think you know what you're doing too. Oh, so I saw you get into a. Let's do a little bit of drama with you. So I saw you. What was it?
By the way, sorry. Listen, Jack. Yeah. Sorry, I know you came on to talk about your tweet. You don't have to hang around if you don't want to. Okay. Sorry, I feel like you.
Yeah, that's old news. Congratulations. Go put the
oh, shut up, Dan.
Your fucking username.
Oh, fuck off.
It's all good. Yeah. I'm gonna dip because I got some stuff to take care of. Okay. I just didn't want to interrupt.
No. Sorry. I just wanted to give you the opportunity. Thanks for coming on. Appreciate you. Okay.
Oh, good, bud.
I'll catch you later.
Y'all have a great day.
Thanks. Bye bye.
Take care.
For fuck's sake. Right.
I put the hammer and sickle in chat for him. Just make it easier. I can do the red flag too.
Okay, listen.
Oh no, it's the rose. Go ahead.
Look. Okay. Drama. Shoot.
Hold on. I got to put these in chat. Red rose emoji. What's the other one? The red flag.
Stop fucking jerking me off with this shit and just tell me what you want to say.
Okay. So last night I was watching my Lord and Master Steven, and he was watching you, and you were fighting with Dylan Burns. That's what it was. Let's get into that. I'm sure you've already got into that. But you know what?
Yeah, sure.
With me right here, let's just go ahead and really let's think some thoughts, if you will. So
yeah, of course.
All right. What was going through your mind when that was all happening?
Let me just change the stream title. Talking to Dan and Dario, because Dario's still in here like a bad smell about Dylan drama. I'm surprised Destiny watched that. As I suppose there's a bit of content drought at the moment.
Well, I mean, he likes to, when there's nothing really going on, he'll really dig down deep. He's like, God, is there anything even geez, this is okay. So anyway, that's fine. So yes, we did watch that. Okay. So, well, you've been noticed by Senpai.
I mean, that's is what it is. I don't really mind either way. But okay, so here's the thing, right? Here's my issue. Like, if my whole thing is this: if you want to leave so bad, just fuck off and leave.
Okay.
That's it. You don't need to make the big deal out of it. I don't mind, like, obviously speak what you want about on your own channel, but it came, the way that Dylan came across to me when I watched his kind of original video, was just, as being quite smug and being kind of like, that song by J-Lo, Jenny from the Block?
Yeah.
Never forget where you come from. You know what I'm saying?
Is it J-Lo? I like the, no, that's Mariah Carey. Never mind. I really like the All I Want for Christmas song. You know what? I'm a fan. I don't celebrate Christmas. Yeah, we're getting off topic. That's fine. So I'll say this about Dylan. He is a master drama baiter. I'll say that he was an early participant in the Dan School of Drama, and he may have even surpassed his master at this point. So of course, there is no shot that a man like that can ever come on stream and be like, hey, I really enjoyed the shit I did in Poland. I think I'm going to focus on that moving forward. It was so much more rewarding, and I just love it. So yeah, I think we're going to do that. I'm not going to focus on Hippy Dippy. Why would you ever do that? He's schooled in the art of drama. That would be ridiculous. I would be like, what the fuck is this retard doing if he did that? So that's probably the reason why. Like, why not do that? You can get people talking about you, do some. I mean, that's free. Of course, you have some fucking hanger-ons. Like Chud logic, they're like, excuse me, sir, I made you, but that's part of the...
Wait, hang on a sec. That's dishonest. I never said that I made Dylan.
Okay.
Did I?
No.
Right, okay,
well, I don't
thank
know.
you.
Well, did you say that?
Because that's a very different statement. That would be egotistical of me to say that I made Dylan. That's not what I said.
It was all of your individual contributions made him.
What?
Without the collective Twitch politics together, there would be no Hippy Dippy if there was no participants.
Well, no, it's nothing to do with me as an individual at all. Not whatsoever. Like, what you want about? Like, I'm not saying it's anything to do with me at all.
I see.
You know, I've barely been on Dylan's show. I often don't get invited on because I'm not on camera, which is, you know, fine. I've been on a couple of times, and me and Dylan get on pretty good most of the time. So,
why is that? Why the no camera? Coward or?
Well, originally
some sort of deformity, or?
Yes, I look like the Elephant Man, but uglier.
Really?
Yep.
I feel like you could do some pretty good, like, GoFundMes or something like that.
I'll tell you why it is. Okay, so I've got three. You know, I've got 3 kids, right?
I don't.
You do now. So I got 3 kids. When I first started doing this, I was a bit concerned, and I was like, "Damn, like I got 3 kids. Like, you know what? Like, I didn't know much about like the spaces I do now, so I didn't really understand the ins and outs of it. So I was kind of like, if I go and like I've seen some of the shit that happens to people that get doxxed and all this shit, you know, maybe it's best if I don't show my face, so I can't be like doxxed and stuff like that, you know.
So you think you're undoxable right now?
No, I don't think I'm undoxable, but I think that if anyone was to find my socials, like my IRL, my you know, of me, actually me, they wouldn't be able to cross-reference it with my appearance, so it would be more difficult for them to confirm that that is indeed my account. Say.
So, like, if you know, let's say they're like, "Oh, yes, it's Nigel Wellensworth. We found you," and then you're like, "Ah, shit." That doesn't affect you at all?
I mean, of course it would affect me, but it would be less of an issue for me. Anyway, this is all old thinking, right? Just to be clear. So this is what I thought when I first came into this space. I thought this is like a level of protection against them fucking with me, basically. Anyone who might want to, you know, fuck with me. But the thing is now is I've kind of changed my mind on it. But I think not showing my face is like, I don't know. It's like,
do you have another
I'm
job?
used to it now. No, I don't. No, this is my full-time thing.
So you're unemployed, basically.
I'm self-employed.
Oh, that's a nicer way of putting it, I suppose.
Well, hang on a sec. So hang on. Wait. Okay, ooh. Wait a second. Yeah. What do you mean by
that? So usually, I would say people that don't have like thousands of viewers, I would expect them to have another job.
Why?
Because I don't think you would make enough money to like really support my stuff.
That's very presumptuous of you, isn't it? You little fucking bitch.
Yeah, it is.
How much money do you think I make?
How many viewers do you get average?
500.
If I had to guess, well, here's the big thing. I normally wouldn't say that, but you got
answer the question. Answer the fucking question.
How much do I think you make? I think you make probably less than $5,000 a month from Twitch.
From Twitch? Why are you just saying from Twitch? What about my other platforms? Why would you not include those?
You have other platforms?
Yeah, I'm on YouTube. I've got an editor.
Oh.
Total. How much do I make? How much does my streaming business turn over total each month?
Let me pull up the old YouTube. Let's take a look. See here. Yeah, I'd still say around that amount would be my guess.
You're fucking retarded. Do you know that? I thought you were a businessman and you're this much of a fucking retard. Are you serious?
I'm seeing like you're doing 1 video a day and they're getting like 10K views.
You don't have a fucking clue what you're talking about, bro, clearly. So maybe you should shut the fuck up about things you don't know about.
Wait, am I far off?
Yes.
I'm
miles away. You're fucking miles away. You're fucking miles away, bro. Yeah. Yeah.
YouTube must pay a lot more than I think, because I would assume that the average on YouTube for a while was $4 CPM, meaning every video that gets 10,000 views would make you $40.
Okay. You're a fucking idiot. Once again. How many ads do you think people are watching per video, you fucking moron?
I don't know.
Exactly. You clearly don't know anything, do you, you fucking clowns? Maybe you should shut the fuck up about me being unemployed, you bitch.
You're getting very, very upset about this.
Yeah, you're questioning my fucking money situation. I fucking hate that shit. Fuck you.
I'm sorry. I didn't know it was that sensitive.
Of course it is. How would you feel if I started questioning your fucking money-making ability, you fuck?
Well, that happens to me all the time.
Oh, does it? Is it the Jewish thing?
Well, that and, you know, like, dead streamer, that type of thing. So let me ask you this: what did you do before streaming stuff? Did you have like an interesting career or anything?
Not particularly.
Did you do any like a skilled labor type of thing or what?
I worked in sales.
Oh, I can tell you're a good salesman.
Hey, thank you. Appreciate that.
Man, YouTube makes so much money, huh? Shit, well, you have to keep in mind I'm older, right? So I was around back in the infancy. I kind of forget. Actually, I think it's like Steve that's making stupid amounts of money on YouTube. So supposedly, you can never know with him. He's very Weasley, but supposedly he's making like 60K plus a month on YouTube, or 50K or something. That's pretty crazy, no?
Yeah, well, the thing is, and listen, I'll tone it down a bit. Bring back to my relaxed state. The reason that happens on YouTube is because you're looking at the CPM, but you're not considering how many ads get played per video.
So if you don't mind me saying, then, take a normal Chud video that gets let's say 10,000 views. How much do you think you can pull out of a 10,000 view video?
Probably between like $150 to $200. That's probably the low end, I'd say.
Really? No shot.
I mean, obviously there's fucking ads all over the place, but that's how you make it work, right? You, have an increased advertising in order to maximize the amount of money you make from it.
Interesting. Wow, that's so no wonder you're fucking cranking out the videos there, eh?
Yeah, well, the thing is, I actually, made a little business play. Made an investment. Did a Alan Sugar, or Donald Trump, as you might call it in the US.
How so?
I took on DK, my editor. Took on an editor.
Oh, you're paying an editor. Gotcha. Understood. Well, that's good move. I think Destiny did it the same thing. It costs money. You can't be doing that shit yourself. I don't know how. Well, I mean, maybe you can. I don't know.
Well, the thing is, you can, and I did for a while, but I didn't know enough about the algorithm to maximize the video. And it takes obviously time to do a well edited video. I was just putting clips up, and the content wasn't as good.
Oh, so, yeah. By the way, DK, this whole section should not be on YouTube, because then the YouTube people are going to know how much he makes, and it's going to really do an awkward thing. I'd leave this one out personally, but that's just me. I mean, you can do what you want, because when you feel like you're the product, it's not a good look. When you realize that you're here because Chud is using you. You are the product, right? That's it. Yeah. If you're not paying anything, you're the product.
Basically, DK gets paid in exposure. I talk about him on stream sometimes, and that's his payment.
I see.
But anyway, listen.
Yeah.
I feel bad because I called you retarded. I'm just angry because I don't like it when people question my financial situation. It's annoying. Or it suggests that I can't afford to pay for stuff because I've got kids, and
you gotta take a step back and be a little bit more chill. I'll say that much, right? So
okay, listen, I can be chill, but don't fucking antagonize me then. Do you know what I mean?
Look, you're getting frisky again right now for some reason.
Okay, when someone's annoyed, right? Do you think telling them to chill is like a good thing to do and is going to help them calm down?
I don't think I have to be careful now. I got to step on eggshells a little bit here with what I say.
You don't have to step on eggshells. You just don't have to act like I'm some fucking unemployed loser sat here desperately trying to make this work. That was maybe a year ago, sure, okay? But I'm past that now. I'm no longer an unemployed loser trying to make this work. I'm actually doing all right.
All right.
That's all I'm saying.
You know how you could have played that? No, I don't know if it's... Well, it's fine.
I could have played it better, but it wouldn't have been as good content. Let's be real.
Well, it depends how you go. Here, you be you, I'll be... No, wait.
You be me, I'll be you.
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. So I'm just going to try and recall what you said to me, okay? Oh my God, Chud, you fucking unemployed loser scumbag. What the fuck are you doing? Get a real job. I think it was something like that, wasn't it?
I might be a little bit Australian here because I can't do a super good Brit.
Okay.
Oh, mate, I'll tell you what. You're looking at J.G. Wellingsworth here. I bet you don't know fuck all right? So piss off, you wanker, okay? Every YouTube video, I'm making $6,000, okay? That's 5,000 quid, all right? So sit the fuck down, okay? You want to talk about real estate, maybe I'll listen. This, not so much, all right, Boomer? That's how you do it, not what you did, okay? You were way too aggressive.
I know, that's what I do. I like being aggressive.
Okay, well, you do that for other people, not for me.
I know,
okay?
you're right. You're right. I shouldn't have.
You're gonna make too many enemies, and there's gonna be no one left standing for you. Like the thing with the Jews, and everyone came for everyone else, and it was just us at the end. That's gonna be you. Okay.
Yeah, that's very true. Oh, okay. Anyway, yeah.
So you're rich, basically, is
I'm
where
not
it's
rich.
at now.
No, I'm not rich.
You're making serious money.
Well, I mean, listen, I don't like talking about it publicly. It's a bit weird, isn't it? Like in terms of a figure.
It's fine to do it. That makes you more. You know, one of the main reasons that Destiny got so popular, and I will stand by this, and it's a fact because I've watched him for a long time. Do you know the difference between him and everyone else?
What's that?
Is that he literally related to all of his viewers, and he laid it all on the line and would say everything. He would talk about fucking paying child support or problems in his relationship or how much he was making or how much he wasn't making or what he had to do. He was personable and he talked to the viewers and he cared about the viewers and he laid it all on the line. It wasn't like he was putting on a fucking show and you weren't allowed to know the real thing. And that was the huge difference between him and every other fucking streamer that there was at the time, because everyone else wouldn't talk about anything. It's like, hey, we're here to play games, please don't ask about my personal life, I keep that shit. Now obviously all that doesn't really apply to you because you're a fucking profile picture, but still, it is something to keep in mind as much as you are willing to do, is that being straight with people and putting out the brass tacks, I think does go a long way in also helping your viewers to develop more of a parasocial relationship with you where they can't leave, right? You don't want them to just think of you as another TV show they can fucking turn off. They want them to, they know you, they know the name of your children. This one's your godfather. That's the type of thing that you want,
Do you know, I just thought as well, the other reason that I find it frustrating is I have kind of weathered endless comments and questions about how I make money. And obviously when I was, kind of scraping by making it just about work, it was kind of like they had a point, do you know what I mean? And it's like, oh God, another question about my earnings. So I think I'm just a bit pissed off with having been asked it so much, and I react badly when people question me on it.
Part of being a big boy, and I know you are at this point, is you got to prepare yourself to be in these really awkward situations and be able to meme your way out of it, okay? Because otherwise, now everyone knows you're super sensitive about this. And what's the number one insult that, Dylan Burns is going to use when you fucking pipe up about anything? He's going to be like, fucking broke dick Andy over here trying to talk shit. Go over there and fucking make another $100 a day, loser. I mean, that's what I would do if I was pissed off at you at this point, right?
No, but to be honest with you now, I'm feeling this is like therapy almost, You're like my Dr. K, but Jewish instead of brown, and I feel a lot better about it. Mm-hmm. In fact, the fact you're Jewish is probably better for this conversation, to be honest.
Okay. So, what's interesting? I haven't heard a lot about Dr. K and MrGirl lately, and he swore that he would never give up the fight.
Yeah, I think he's talked about this recently.
Did he?
I think he said something.
Because I want to see some blood in the streets, and that's why I'm kind of a little bit frustrated.
I think basically what happened was he released his first video, everyone watched it, everyone spoke about it. I had the same passion too, right? I was like, fuck this guy. But I think you just kind of run out of some sort of psychic energy, You put the stuff out, people talk about it, and then nothing really changes, and you just kind of move on with your content. So I think that's kind of what happened with MrGirl as well. But he might be doing another video. And obviously he has submitted this complaint to the review board or whatever they are. So presumably at some point they're going to come back.
I really hope something happens, because I 100% agree that it's fucked up. And I think that it's a good thing what he did, but I don't think that it's going to, unfortunately, I don't think anything is going to happen, probably.
Yeah, I think, I probably agree with that. I don't know if anything is going to happen. I think you just got to kind of accept, and I think some of the stuff he's kind of taken a step back from as well. The Ayurvedic stuff he definitely has, and it seems like his videos these days are less getting a streamer on to talk about the depression. From what I know,
the problem is these fucking WidePeepoHappy streamers are impossible to destroy. They're fucking too powerful. I would put them like Crip, Pokimane, Dr. K. It's you can't defeat them. Okay, you can't. And it's very difficult. And the only person who can even try is pure evil incarnate, which is a MrGirl or a Destiny or someone like that. That's it. because otherwise there's no way. You know, they're like, oh guys, God, I can't stand those streamers either. I really can't. God, they fucking.
Someone just said in chat, I want to put this to you. Dan perpetually mad about being in MrGirl's shadow. What are your thoughts about that comment?
You know what interesting fact is that MrGirl, same age as me, from the same very small town as me as well. Amherst, Massachusetts, like population 10,000. And Jewish. But that's where the similarities end. All right? There's nothing else that's to say besides that right there. But okay. I just wanted to, that's it. All right.
Well, what do you think is so bad about MrGirl then?
Nothing. I think he's interesting individual.
Okay. Anyway, we've gone on a massive tangent, mainly because you annoyed me. Let's get back on track. Dylan, what do you want to ask about that?
Well, I mean, I think we covered it. She was being a drama frog, but what else can you really expect from a drama frog, right? That's it. You live by the sword, you die by the sword. That's it. He can't go out any other way than besides the way he came in.
Yeah, I just think I kind of found it frustrating as well that like he's not just like say worked with someone like Destiny. He has fucking reaped the reward of spending a lot of time on different shows with Destiny and working with him and all this stuff. Only to turn around now and go, well, he's got a bad image and it's bad for me, isn't it? And it's like, well, why didn't you fucking cut off ties months ago then? I don't know. It just seemed very kind of like what's the right way to put it?
Well, to be fair to him, he didn't do it months ago, if you believe what he's saying, because he realized just now that he's a retard. He's like, oh, goddamn, I'm a retard. You have that moment of clarity in the shower. You can't retroactively realize that months ago, right? So by nature of that, you're a retard as well. He's ascended beyond where you're at, is what he's saying.
Well, the thing is, I don't think it's about like anything personal to me. I don't think he's saying he's ascended beyond me. Personally, I feel like you're making this like a super individual thing. I think it's just more about the broad community, or whatever you want to call it, and the viewers and stuff, and what the people want to watch. They like the blood sports.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, look, it is what it is. We'll see if he holds true to his word, or if he goes back to the tried and true. Because it's easy to say. I'm gonna put this in an interesting way. Everyone says they want to be a serious political commentator until they see the fucking type of views that you get. And then you're like, whoa,
yeah.
Whoa, wait a second. Hold up. Right? That's the difference, okay? Everyone wants to be a serious kitty cat until you fucking see yourself at fucking 200 viewers and, you got a bunch of political signs in the background or something and no one gives a shit, okay? The numbers don't come with being a fucking political Andy. That's just a fact. No one gives a shit.
Yeah, what was the general take when Destiny watched it?
I think that Dylan probably should have just said like hey, he said Dylan's young. But yeah, I think he said that he should have just been like, okay guys, hey, I'm taking a break. Peace out. But as I said, I understand why he didn't.
Yeah, I mean, because when I watched his video and got a bit mad at times, at other points I was like, yeah, I understand. Like he's a young guy and he's figuring stuff out. But
well, he certainly gets himself into a lot of hijinks, doesn't he?
He does, yes, he does. But there's no bad blood between me and Dylan, to be clear as well. Like from as far as I know.
Who do you have bad blood with? Let's get into that. Like really bad blood.
Mainly people.
Name names.
Well, the thing is, I don't want to name their names, only because they're so irrelevant. I just think it's pointless to give them any attention. Okay. They're like nobodies, The one I will say is, one's popped out from chat there. Lady Raincloud is probably one.
Who the fuck is that?
see what I mean? That's the point, right? That's the fucking point.
Who do I... You're like, fucking DGG Groiper 14 X17 whatever. I hate that guy. I was like, okay. But who is there anyone I know that you have a problem with?
I don't think so, no. I can't think of anyone off the top of my head. Like, who would there be? Like anyone that's big enough for you to know? I don't have any like massive beef or problems with.
Plenty. I know like all the
Booksmarts maybe somewhat like we're chill,
Ooh.
but like Booksmarts sometimes, you know, I feel like he presents an image to me of being friendly and stuff, which is fine. But then I watch his stream and he's talking shit about me and stuff, and I go and speak to him and I'm like, look, like what's all this about? And it's like it's banter. There was a time during the Dr. K stuff when he sent me obviously a bunch of studies in a very smug way, and some of the studies were fucking absolute trash. So yeah, there's just some stuff like that that's happened, but at the moment we're not like on a massive beef, on good terms, I think.
Did you watch the most recent thing with what was it, Booksmarts and Destiny?
Yes, I did.
What was your take on that whole situation?
Actually, it was a YouTube video, I think, in the end. But yeah, basically, my whole take was, I think that there was a, you know, like obviously, if someone is going to get banned for ban evasion, yes, that's to the letter of the law correct. But then you need to ask, why did they originally get banned to start off this chain of multiple accounts for ban evasion? Like, there must be some fundamental reason. If that reason isn't fair, then it doesn't make sense to say, oh, well, that, you know, to justify the ban evasion bans because the original reason wasn't a legitimate ban.
Mm-hmm.
That was my basic take, I guess.
You know, I'll say one thing. He seems like a fine dude. I'm going to give my one, I guess, consistent piece of criticism. And this is going to be the one that it's going to burn, though, when I say it. So, Booksmarts, when you get sent this clip, just, you know, nothing personal, just my thought. For someone who seems so completely dense to public perception, why would you ever listen to this guy on how to be more rhetorically effective when he doesn't seem to understand how 99% of people would understand how something was said? That's what I don't get. Like, why? Like, a good example of this is like, oh, when I said this, you know, he said, like, he tried to make it seem like Destiny was spamming the N-word at a dinner, and he wasn't. He just like said it once, and it's like, oh well, I don't think most people think. No, most people for sure thought that when you said that. That's what everyone thought when you said that. So when you can't be rhetorically effective and you can't even understand that, why would anyone listen to you on any of this? You're just consistently wrong on rhetoric, at least practically. So that would be my my criticism, my main criticism with him. Anything else, I don't really.
Well, that's interesting because I always hear like that you really don't like him.
No, see, that's not true. What I don't like is that he's very, I would say, I don't want to know if smug is the right word, but he likes to insist that he knows the right way to do something and you don't, and that, Stephen, you're very ineffective in this debate and you should have done this, or that this was not the right way to do it. And it rubs me the wrong way because first off, I don't think that's true. And I think that usually what Stephen is doing is probably better than what's being suggested. And then secondly, as I said before, why should I listen to you? Right? Why are you more right when it seems like in practice you are more wrong than you are right most of the time? And that's the problem I have. Like, you know, it literally might be actually book smarts versus street smarts. And it's like, well, technically, like that's the guy that he's kind of trying to have you be, it seems like, right? A little bit like that dude,
So, okay. The reason I say that is I hear like, when it comes to book smarts or book smarts doing something people don't like, they go, Dan is right. I think I heard that you called him like a clout chaser at one point.
Early on, I mean, I don't want to. Very early on, I said that I thought he was a clout chaser on his way out, but that was like a year or something ago that I said that. Obviously, he's still here, but I did feel like the feeling that I had at the time is that he's the type of guy who would probably throw you under the bus pretty quickly. I mean, but that was just a feeling, and that's not based on anything, and that's not fair for me to criticize the guy about. The only thing I have that's fair criticism is I think that he just doesn't give good advice. That's it. And that's nothing on his streams. They seem like he enjoys doing his streaming. I don't know anything personally. His personality seems like a nice guy. I get along with him fine. I just think that I just think he gives sometimes the worst advice, honestly. I think that if you listen to his rhetoric, you're going to be better off or worse off than if you didn't. And that's a problem for someone that claims to be a rhetoric expert.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, sure. I think, there's a couple of things that happened with the Dr. K stuff that was like, aren't you supposed to be some fucking smart dude? But like, you've just done something really stupid here. And I don't know, just was frustrating. And I feel like he does kind of want to come across as kind of the learned scholar, and he has this kind of way of making you feel a bit stupid. And sometimes you look back and you're like, I don't think I was that stupid, actually. So yeah, I kind of agree with the smug kind of categorization, I guess.
But like, I'm sure he can be a fine person. It's just like, to do the type of stuff I think that you're suggesting, like, you need to have like some real, like, you know who I would listen to on shit like that? I would listen to like fucking Tony Robbins, or like, successful hype man, or like outstanding salesmen, or people who have like in practice in the real world been able to like make huge dents, huge success by nothing more than the way that they speak, and the confidence they have, and the rhetoric that they do. Like, that are the people you're like, holy shit, yeah, tell me how I should say something, because obviously you know what the fuck you're doing, because you're a Chad at what you do in real life. But that's not the case with Booksmarts, right? In the slightest.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah.
Do you want to do anything so that you can be also responded to here when this comes up? You want to say anything personally? Or do you want to just let me go ahead and take all the heat? What are your thoughts, coward?
I feel like I've given like some of my thoughts. I just don't.
No, that's not. No, give them again then.
Why do you think this is going to get responded to?
Oh, well, it has to.
Who's going to respond to it?
Oh, maybe Booksmarts himself.
You said you didn't.
Why,
you said
why
you
we're
did,
wrong.
You said this shouldn't go onto YouTube.
No, not your YouTube. He'll get a clip of it. It shouldn't go onto YouTube.
Okay. So just to confirm, you're saying don't put this conversation on YouTube?
Of course not. This is a private. When we're ready to start the actual show, this is private, okay? But when we're ready, when I'm in the right mindset, that's when we can start on our YouTube stuff, okay? Listen, I'm a man of my word. I said that I would give you your podcast in exchange for the role, so that's fine, okay? So yeah, I'm just we gotta figure out how it goes. That's all.
So
but listen, you put it on YouTube, everyone's gonna hate me because you were so mad at me calling you broke.
I did overreact though. I could have handled that with more grace. Like if that was in real life, I would have been a lot more graceful about it, But I got content brained and called you retarded. I thought it'd be funny.
I'm not retarded. See, and now I'm not going to give you any real estate advice anymore. And you're gonna be like, oh, mate, I want to buy this duplex.
Well, look, let's be honest. You demonstrated you were retarded about YouTube, but not obviously real estate's a different kettle of fish, right?
Yeah, I suppose. All right, so okay. So yeah, that's that stuff, I guess, right there with him. I don't who the fuck knows what that dude is up to. That dude's like a strange dude. So what other shit you want to get going? We can do it. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just I don't really have anything like this is gonna sound what the fuck have you done recently that's notable?
What have you done recently that's notable? You do the same shit fucking every day. I'm over here making fucking moves, okay? I'm buying a goddamn CVS, okay? Do you even know what that is?
Isn't that like a pharmacy thing?
Yeah, it is a pharmacy.
Why are you buying a pharmacy?
Because it's a good business. It has 14 years left on their lease, triple net, okay? This is a fantastic fucking business I'm going to own the real estate. CVS can keep paying. I don't got to do fuck all, okay? There you go. That's what I'm doing. Now tell me what big moves you got going on, okay?
Let me have a look. I bought a Hoover, vacuum cleaner the other day.
Oh my god! That's how sucked into the brand loyalty you are. You call it a Hoover.
I did. It's not actually a Hoover though. We call it that over here though.
I don't even think Hoover is a good brand for vacuum cleaner anymore. Like I know they used to be.
No, they're not.
But now I think like you want to get like a Dyson or a Miele or something like that.
I got a Shark. It was on offer. It's pretty good.
Oh, Shark. Those are like the scuffed Costco, Walmart ones, I think.
See, look, you're talking all this shit because you want to just, insult me in front of all these people.
No, I know what a Shark is. That's like the cheapest vacuum cleaner sold by like Costco and Walmart. I'm almost positive because I've seen it.
It's better.
I'm not saying it's bad.
It's better than Dyson. Okay, that's what I read anyway.
I
In all
do
honesty,
not,
listen.
no,
I don't,
this
is just memes. I don't
stop you
care.
there.
Look, at the end of the day,
You care.
no.
Yeah, yell at me really aggressively. It's like, oh man, fuck you, mate. Talking about my fucking vacuum cleaner. Oh, piss off. You're retarded.
No, I'm not.
That's you.
I'm not going to say that to you.
I didn't know that was a sensitive subject.
No, this isn't a sensitive subject at all. I just mentioned it because it was funny that my achievement was like I bought a vacuum cleaner because it's not really anything, is it? That's the whole point of the bit. Yeah. So I don't want to get into a protracted argument about what vacuum cleaner is better because I literally don't fucking care. Like, whoever's my floor, that's good enough for me. Okay, sorry, vacuum's my floor. You know.
Gotcha.
No, there is something I've done recently. It's not quite buying a pharmacy, but I actually moved into a bigger, better place.
Really?
Yeah.
So tell me about it. Tell me, tell us the financial deets. Let's get into it. How many bedrooms? You guys do square meters or some shit, don't you?
I've got no idea how many square meters it is.
How you're buying the house and you have no idea?
I'm not buying a house. What?
Oh, you're renting it. You're renting it.
Yeah, of course. I can't afford to buy a house yet.
Well, I thought you were rich. You keep fucking taking me back and forth.
No.
All right.
Okay. Right.
All right.
Do you think there's a difference? So you got 2 points, right? Number one is unemployed. Number two is rich. Do you think there's a point between unemployed and rich that maybe I'm at?
Listen. Now I don't even want to ask about finances anymore because I'm going back and forth. I get whiplash over here. All right. I'll just assume that you're. I don't know. I'll just. It's been so long since I've lived like you. I can't even imagine anymore. I'm sorry. Hood rich. That's who you are.
I'm hood rich. Yeah, let's go with that. Okay. Is that a racial slur?
Someone in chat said it. I hope not. If it is, then I completely. If
it is, fuck you. We're glad we said it.
Chavrich, is that better? That's
Chavrich.
Like your guys. Chav.
Yeah, sure. Chavrich.
Rich.
Why not? I mean, it's not like a mansion or anything. I'm not yet. But I was living in like a studio flat before, I guess is what you call it. With like a
studio flat.
But it's not quite a studio flat. It's more of like what we call a bed sit. So I've got like a bed and then there's a shared kitchen and a shared toilet.
Interesting.
That was where I was living before because obviously, I did used to be fucking broke.
Well, we don't talk about that anymore. That's a very sensitive subject. Move on from that.
Okay, but hang on. You're saying that like it's like irrational for being broke to be a sensitive topic. Like, yeah, of course it is. Like, if you're broke, it sucks, doesn't it?
No, you are a Twitch streamer. Nothing is off limits. Everything is up to be discussed. Nothing hurts your feelings. Okay, that's where it's at. We don't talk about our kids or our family, but aside from that, yeah, it's all there. Yeah, you fucked an apple pie. We all saw it. That's it. That's just there. Okay, it's fine. You gotta. It makes you more human. Okay.
Have you ever been like poor or like on hard times?
Oh yeah, poorer than you for sure.
Okay, how poor are we talking?
Homeless.
Oh shit! Really? Damn.
Yeah, I have an interesting, few years. When I was like 17, or maybe it was 18, but around that point, like my parents were like fucking done with me, and they like kicked me out. They're like, oh, fuck off, like because I was just I was like smoking pot and drinking all the time. So they kicked me out and I had an apartment for a little bit, but I was a fucking, I was a loser and I couldn't pay the rent. And after a while, so I want to clarify, when I said I was homeless, like I was never like sleeping on the street. But like I didn't have a place. Like for like a period of a few months, it was like I had to find a friend that would let me crash, right? And some nights you were in a car, right? Because I had my car for sure, but that was like that I don't want to. What's the word here?
I think I know what you mean because homeless conjures up a certain image that isn't always accurate. Like
homeless... like I'm not in like a fucking cardboard box. Mine is more like.
Well, what you've described is what I would call homeless, right? And but people just see it as living in a cardboard box, but that's not.
Yeah. I'm not trying to like stolen valor, like real
exactly.
People,
well, it's like my thing with sex workers, right? You know about that?
No. What is it?
So basically, people will call themselves a sex worker when all they do is put up pictures of them in a bikini every fortnight onto OnlyFans, and they'll call themselves a sex worker. And I think that's like stolen valor from people who are out there turning tricks, sucking off dicks for like tenner a pop down at the.
I remember seeing this clip from you.
So a similar sort of thing. Like maybe we can call both it, but it doesn't really make sense. I don't think because it's
fair enough. So anyways. So for a few months, I was like that, and then basically I had so little options that I ended up joining the military.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, and that's what I did. Never graduated high school. Yeah.
And now you're a millionaire.
Well, you know what it is. It's because of the personality, really, at the end of the day, right? Like, you can only keep a good man down for so long until everyone's like, all right, let's set him up, this guy. You know, that's how it happens after a while. I don't make the rules.
Yeah, I mean, that's good for you, isn't it?
I suppose. Well, yeah, definitely for me, for sure.
I don't know what to say. It's like, yeah, it's a nice story.
Well, you brought it up. It's not. Well, I mean, you're making it seem like I'm on here bragging. You asked questions and I gave answers.
I never said you were bragging. What the fuck? Now you're getting annoyed with me.
Well, that's kind of how it sounded when you just said that right there. So, and I'm sure that chat would agree with me that it did sound that way, that you were trying to kind of give me old ribbing there about it. Like, oh, mate, wow, good for you. Look at all Richie McRich
No,
honestly.
No, honestly, I'm just worried because, you know, if that gets clipped of me praising a millionaire, I'm going to get cancelled again, aren't I?
I don't know if you can cancel a cartoon avatar or, you know, whatever. Who is this dude in your corner there? Is that Adam Smith?
No, it's this philosopher called Joseph de Maistre. Or Joseph de Maistre. I don't know. It's a French name. Who fucking knows?
Have you considered changing your thing to something else?
I have actually been thinking recently about whether I need to rebrand.
What would you like to be?
Okay, this is what I find difficult is when I'm put on the spot about anything like that, my mind goes blank and I can't think of what it would need to be or what I'd want it to be. I'm just terrible at just that on the spot thought or decision of what something needs to be. That's why I've got no merch. That's why I don't do anything like along those lines, because I just can't think in my head of what it needs to be.
See, this is why I thought you were broke.
Why?
Well, because you have no merch.
Okay.
That's the reason why.
Oh, right, okay. I mean, I'd like to do merch. As an artist that recently reached out and did something, and we're talking, so maybe someone will come of that. But
all right, so what's a new name that you could have?
Racism Gaming.
I don't think that's probably very brandable.
Okay.
How about like Jason?
Just Jason.
Yeah, just Jason.
That's not my actual name, but sure.
Yeah,
okay.
I know, but like you could just be Jason, right? That's like super marketable, and people can remember it, and like, you know, they'd be like, "Yo, Jason, what's up?" And you're like, "Yo, just chilling." Yeah, and that could be you.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm not sure if you've put much thought into this.
What about Nigel Pennyworth? What about Pennyworth? Ooh, because it's like double. It's the British thing, but also a penny's worth. God,
actually
we're fucking smart.
I don't know if I should rebrand based on half-baked ideas in a Discord call like this, but I'll make a note of it, okay?
I don't think you're taking me seriously at all right now. But...
Oh no, you said I should call myself Jason.
Well, that was just the first. That was the first stab, you know.
Now we're at Pennyworth. I mean, to be fair, we've moved up quite a lot, haven't we? We've gone from Jason to Pennyworth. So who knows where we can go from there. But I'm kind of used to it now. I kind of like my brand, and you know, I don't know. It's fun. It's a bit. People don't get it, you know. Sometimes.
A chud is what? It's some fucking lib term, right?
Well, basically, when I started out, Chud is like a right winger, and when I started out, it was kind of a play on.
Is it a right winger?
That's what it's supposed to mean. Yeah, like a.
Really?
Yeah. But I'm not really living that life anymore. I'm not like a Chud dunking kind of person so much anymore. I just kind of.
Oh wait, so you weren't. Oh, see, there's two ways it could have gone. So it's either like it's like conservative logic. It could either be like, oh, you're making fun of conservatives, but like, or you are the conservative who has the logic. Got it.
And that works quite well now because in some ways my politics confuses people because even though
you're racist.
Yes, the racism. But no, like for example, so okay, let me put this by you. So the other day I was talking about bed blobs. Do you know about bed blobs?
Nope.
You're gonna love bed blobs, okay? So when you're talking to some lefties, right, you might say something as simple as, hey, if you're like disabled or you've got some sort of need that isn't being met, it might be the government has got some help you're not aware of and you should give them a call to inquire about that, right? What do you think of that statement on its face?
If you're disabled and you need help, you should try to reach out to the government and see if there's any programs that could assist you.
Yeah.
I think that's a fine statement.
So the response you often get is, but Chud, what about people with anxiety? Chud, what about people with no arms? Chud, what about people with no lips? And it's like...
they're fucked.
This is exactly what I said. Then my thing is, well, they're going to have to perish. Then just perish, okay? Because the point is, they present an image of someone who it's like, well, I don't know how you're going to help them. They're just going to die. The point being is that there isn't someone where it's completely impossible for them to get help. There will always be a way that you can find, right? But lefties want to present this image of someone to create like a massive barrier to just normal, sane advice. And then they act like it's bootstrap shit. So I got called a conservative for that position, basically.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's normal. If you're not advocating for the complete takedown of capitalism and unionization of everything, you are, by definition, a GOP Grand Ku Klux Klan member, for sure.
But the point there is like, yeah, someone might come in and make a joke, oh, I thought you were making fun of Chuds, but you are one. And it's like, well, not really. I'm just saying, like, make a phone call. Like, I don't think that's bootstraps. I think that's just normal. We all have to make for own, I had to call the bank earlier. It's just what you have to do in life, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that is part of it. It's just it's difficult. It's a difficult world out there these days, What are you gonna do though?
Well, I mean, I feel like with the advent of like certain technologies, I feel like it's much easier than ever to get in touch with people you need to get in touch with, even if you don't want to make a phone call, right? Like, there's no reason that you shouldn't be getting in touch with the relevant department and seeking out programs that will help you. But some people, even that is too much to ask, it seems. So I don't know what you do with those people. Like you say, they just die, don't they?
Yeah, that's probably pretty true. By the way, I've been watching you play this game. I assume you know this, but you're not supposed to like run into the dudes on the screen, right?
Yeah, I know that. I'm not really paying attention. I'm too focused on your excellent insights.
Oh, well, that's a good excuse then.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
Okay. What else? What other topics have gone on? Well, you know what? We're not on another person's stream, so we can talk about this here because we're our own. No man sets the law for us, right, Chud?
Correct.
That's right. We are free men of the plains, and we will speak about whatever we choose to speak about. Yes?
Correct.
All right. Oh, you're fucked.
Wrong.
No. Oh. Okay. Anyways, how do we feel about this latest course of action taken by Stephen against the one who shall not be named?
Okay, so is this where references have been banned from the chat or something? Is that right?
Yeah. Yep. The whole thing. Just literally they who shall not be named moving forward.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So first of all, I've not really been following it that closely. I know that Hans did some redacted festo about said person. Maybe that's brought more attention to it. I don't know what's happened with that. But I do feel like this person was looping before that. I don't really know. I think yeah. Honestly, I don't know. I don't have an answer for you. I've got no idea. I don't know what's going on with it. Like,
oh, look at Mr. Fancy Pants. Too fucking cool to be hanging out and talking about the fucking drama. Well, my bad for asking you your opinion on something.
No, it's fine.
You want to stand on my ashes and look down at me like, huh, loser, talking about drama? Oh, no, God, so stupid.
I'm not saying
what has even happened. I haven't paid attention in weeks.
I'm happily admit that I'm an insane drama dude or whatever. But all I'm saying is I just haven't followed it to really have a strong opinion on it. Not because I'm better than it. I just don't find it particularly like interesting, and I just worry that watching it will just create.
All right, well, I'll just go. Okay, so, listen, where it's at now, and he's apparently Steven's fucking lost. And he's like, okay, nothing works. We're just not talking about this bitch anymore. Okay, not talking about her on stream, not talking about her in chat, not talking about her Discord. She doesn't fucking exist. If she's on a panel, I'm not going to go on that panel type of thing. That's where he's fucking at right now. I think that's smart. How do you feel about that?
Well, it's probably.
I think that's a great idea, Dan. No, what? Go ahead.
I mean, do I have a chance to just think about the words I want to speak?
All right, MrGirl. All right, go ahead.
So it probably is the only option left, and I don't even think it's going to work, I guess would be my take.
Yeah, but it's the best bet. I will say that you are heavily complicit in the expanding, like, influence of this person. Because I see her in your chat, and you're interacting. You are 100% part of the problem, and I think you know what you're doing too.
My perspective on that is, she's in my chat. What do you want me to do? Ban her? Is that what you're saying?
Well, let me ask you this. Let's say that you were Jewish, okay?
Yep.
And I was you.
Yep.
Not Jewish.
Yep.
And in my chat, Hitler was hanging out every day.
Yep.
Would you be chill with me JKing with Hitler every day?
Yes.
And you'd be like, well, he's just in my chat. I don't think you would. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to say, I don't think that you would be okay with Hitler and Joseph Mengele and all those people.
Look, all I'm going to say
hanging
is,
out in my chat with VIP status. I don't think you would.
Have you ever read? If she's not got VIP status, have you ever read Mein Kampf though?
No.
All I'm saying is, don't throw the baby out of the bathwater, okay?
That's one of the things right there that deserves to be. That's it. We got to take your sponsorship away now. I'm sorry.
What sponsorship?
Well, that's why. Exactly. What sponsorship? You say shit like that. That's why. That's why I thought you had like $15 a month with comments like that. All right. Raid Shadow Legends is gonna fucking hear about this one. Okay.
They don't care. Have you seen who they've sponsored? I think they've sponsored actual race realist neo Nazis. I don't think they care.
Yeah, maybe not.
Like me, for example.
Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah. So that's my logic there. You're an enabler. You're an enabler, and she's sucking the life force of relevance from you in your chat, and that's bad. And you're part of the problem.
Well, okay. I do see your point of view. The way I'd put it is this, though. I think that people, if people didn't talk to her or at her in my chat, she'd just be like any other chatter. She's not got VIP. She'll comment on what I'm talking about, maybe. But I think often, and don't get me wrong, I think she maybe responds to this, but often it's people atting her or talking about her that leads her to respond in my chat. And I think that's a problem.
Yeah. I think that's a pretty good excuse, but not good enough. And you're going to have to do some thinking on this one, I think. That's it.
Well, I mean, let's just turn this around a second, because I feel like you had a chat with Anna.
A long time ago. A long time ago.
I say turn it around. I mean, all I mean is just to ask you a few questions. So you had your opportunity to speak to Anna. How do you think that went?
Which time?
The most recent time.
I honestly, I think it was on a panel, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's right. I think you were on someone else's stream.
I can't remember, but I believe that's a point where Destiny messaged me. He's like, please, just try to be friendly. I'm trying everything to make her stop. So that's not a fair thing, because he reached out to me. He's like, listen, I know this pains you, but we have to try this. I'm so tired of being called a rapist everywhere I go. Something like that. I had to do something. Oh, and apparently she's a VIP in your chat. Nice. I didn't know. I knew you were British. I didn't know you were also a liar.
No, she's not. Not at all. That's completely wrong.
Okay.
I'll prove it right now. Someone's just lying. Why are you taking a chat message?
Well, because it reinforced my view. Obviously.
Here we go. User Anavoir. Badges. No, she's not. She's a sub. And a obviously a partner, but not a VIP.
Okay.
Why are you spreading such blatant misinformation?
I can't believe that Twitch account 1986 would steer me wrong. What is this world?
Okay, that person is a literal schizo. They spam all the time. They keep getting banned, but I unban them because they're funny.
What? If you can't trust them, who can you trust?
True. If you can't trust a literal insane person, I mean, the world's gone to shit.
Well, that is what it is. Listen, I stand by so much of what I said in conversation fucking one. I'll tell you this. I think now my views have refined a little bit, and I worry that I'm going to, I'll just say it. At first, I thought this was someone who was deeply in love with Steven, insane in love with him, and that had that was driving everything. That was my views initially. That is not my view anymore. My view now is more capitalist.
Okay.
She's in it for the fucking views. That is it, plain and simple. You know what else? I got a huge, massive one I'm about to fucking drop. Hold on to. Are you holding on to something?
I'm holding on all right.
Okay. This one's gonna fucking get you. Okay? Two things. Number one, I don't think she's actually fucking rich. Okay? I don't. I think it's this big fucking bullshit joke that she's fucking doing. I don't believe it for a fucking second. Okay? And I've heard all this shit like, oh, I got lost in my house and oh, we're so rich. I know some things, and that bitch ain't fucking rich. Okay? Middle class, maybe, at best. I can't say how I know, but I fucking know. Okay? So there's that, and I don't think she's seeing a therapist. That as well. All these things together, you know what it is? It's just the world's shittiest fucking clout shark trying to get fucking views. And unfortunately, she's so fucking boring that the only way she can do it is fucking rambling about fucking Steve. Anyways, that's it. That was my... I just wanted to drop those latest piece of information because everyone assumes that like she's like fucking rich and has a car when she was 16 and everything else. I think that's all bullshit.
Okay. I mean, I think, yeah, obviously, if you're getting views doing something, it's likely you're going to continue to do that if views are of concern to you, right? That seems fairly obvious. So I think they're right about that.
Yeah, well, yeah, but I as I said, the big revelation here is that
not rich.
For all of you, all of those following the orders of the Daliban here is, nothing more, nothing less than just another fucking clout shark desperate for viewers any way they can, and that's it. It's no mystery, no. How do I ban people? Is there a way to ban a phrase in your chat by any chance?
What phrase you want to ban? Oh, he misspoke.
A megalol, please.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
No, that's not happening. Sorry, I'm a free speech guy.
Oh, yeah, free speech until it comes to certain subjects. That's fine. I see how it goes. Anyway, Dylan has messaged me. He wishes to come on and speak with you.
Yeah, of course. Let's get him on.
He said that you slandered him.
Yeah,
and that he's going to tell that fucking pipsqueak Chav.
Oh, shit. Hello, mate. How's it going?
How's it going? How's it going, Chud?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Okay. Look, I'm Ukraine. You're Russia. We're just sitting down at this UN meeting. Okay? Chud, my internet's terrible at this new place, Chud. It's fucking god awful. I can't stream here. I hate it, right? They said they were going to give me high-speed internet, and I've been stolen from in Poland. They lied to me. They didn't give me good streaming internet. It's good enough to watch Netflix, okay? So this, number one, this is streamer discrimination, which I consider being a streamer disability. So I believe this should be actionable. But sadly, Polish law does not agree with me. And so I'm here with you, Chud, because since I had nothing else to do today, and we still are having a lot of the video from Poland processed and all that, right? I decided to rewatch my stream, my original stream, Chud.
Okay.
And I've made notes, Chud, because I'm a fucking loser.
Yeah, go on. Yeah.
So Chud, I see you released a video today. Yes, Chud?
Yes, that was my editor. Obviously, I'm responsible for it, but I've not seen it. I don't know what it contains or what it looks like, but sure. What's the deal with it?
I have one question, and everything is built upon this question. Did you watch the stream before I talked to Rhizome?
fairly certain the first thing I watched was the Rhizome conversation.
Did you watch anything before that?
Not that I know. I don't think so. No.
Oh no, you got to make a note of this.
Why?
Oh no. Well, okay. So I think that 90% of this was miscommunication, Chud. And the reason why is every single like criticism you gave of me, like of the idea that I'm above the space. I'm talking that I'm above the space, that, you know, Twitch politics made me and now I'm condemning the drama, that I've participated in it. Every single one of those, and the Destiny stuff, every single thing of those, every single point there, I talked about in the 30 minutes leading up to the Rhizome segment.
Okay.
And I've got timestamps to prove it. And I can link it to you if you want. I left it as a comment on your video because I'm a loser.
I mean, listen, if you think there's more context that would make things a bit clearer, I'm more than happy to watch it on stream and respond to it. But yeah, I mean, like I say, I'm fairly certain. I can go back and check the original VOD. I'm fairly certain I didn't watch anything. And maybe it is that I just watched the Rhizome conversation onwards and I got a different perception for that reason. But yeah, I'll definitely watch it.
Yeah, because I had that conversation under the auspices of that everybody watching my stream had listened to me talk about the Twitch politics space leading up to that, right? Because it was my rant about it that got people to come in and talk about it, right?
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking about, you know, I mean, it's funny you say about being a loser, right? Because I was thinking of rewatching the coverage to see if maybe, you know, if my initial thoughts were accurate or maybe I had misunderstood what happened or something. But I just kind of thought we were done and I wanted to kind of move on. But yeah, if there's more footage for me to watch, I'll watch it. And,
can I tell you why I'm not moving on and why why I went back and sat down and watched it again? Because I saw Relly streamed about it, so I listened to a little bit there and I was like, oh, all these points, like all this stuff here that wasn't, I don't think talked about was really important. Because I was thinking back, like, did I talk about like that? I've talked about this with Destiny before, and like that I publicly acknowledge the things Destiny has done for me. Like all of that was talked about. And then I went back and checked after I got messages from Counterpoint asking if he wants to host Hippy Dippy going forward. I got messages from even Andrew Wilson, like, dude, why are you gonna quit Hippy Dippy? Like, that's your bank, man. Like, that's fucking stupid. Andrew Wilson hates me, right? And I got messages from, like, I saw even the, like, I don't know what to call it, the anti-debatosphere talking about Dylan Burns, the person who helped build toxicity in Twitch, is now complaining about toxicity in Twitch. When I publicly acknowledge I engage in toxicity, I deal in debate.
A purveyor
yes.
of it.
It would be like me talking about we need international peace as I smuggle weapons into Mongolia. Like this is the type of stuff that I engage in, right? But all of that was noted in the first 30 minutes, which I don't think anybody watched. Everybody just watched me and you yell back and forth because that's the content, right? Not the disclaimers. That's not content because that's boring, right?
Yeah, sure. I mean, yeah, I think people should watch as much as they can of it. I don't know. I'm not like to be clear as well. I'm like, I don't know where you are with it, but I didn't leave that conversation thinking, "Oh, fuck Dylan." I was just like, okay, well, we had a chat about it. I don't know.
The thing that really broke me is then Kat made a tweet about it, and I was like, "Ooh, you know what? This is horrific Dylan arc. Okay, this is horrific Dylan arc." I'm cutting.
You know, can I go back in time a little bit because I didn't follow this. So whatever happened with you and the fanatic and the cat thing and all that? What was? Give me the synopsis / cliff notes of that whole thing, straight from the horse's mouth, as they say.
The fanatic thing or the cat thing? What do you mean?
Oh yeah, a cat in Prime Case. This is how that whole situation. What was the result of all that?
What was the result of all that? Well, we had like a meeting, and we were basically I did the apology, right, which I think was deserved given the situation.
Okay.
Then after that, I agreed with Prime not to really discuss the allegations moving forward. And the only times I have discussed it is when people like Dan, drama connoisseurs, bring it up to me.
Mm-hmm. The last I heard, this could be wrong, okay? And I don't mean to like pour salt in the wound, but the last I heard is that this was all Katarana's fault.
You want me to pin it on somebody else? Okay, so this is the thing I don't want to do. I do not want to remove blame from myself, right?
Yeah, but I'm obviously you're at fault. Sure, we can just leave that there. But who's really more at fault is what I'm asking you here.
You want me to give you a percentage of which one of us is more at fault? I'm not going to remove any fault from myself. At all.
Just go ahead and don't include yourself, so that only leaves you the 100 to apply to someone else. So
I'm not going to trying to remove any of the fault from myself and try to pin it on anyone else.
Okay,
I'm
gotcha. So it was all your fault.
People can assume that if they want. Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
I have no interest in trying to remove any fault from myself.
I see. Okay, well, it is what it is. Well, so you're all done with drama then, huh?
I'm not all done with drama. I'm not. I'm gonna regulate my drama more, right? I'm gonna be looking for purer versions of Crocodile.
So really, what you want, okay? You want all the views from the drama, but none of the stigma associated with it. So you basically think that you're better than Chud, essentially.
Yes, I am better than Chud. Number one, he's British. That's the first fault of Chud. And number two, he doesn't wear a cam, which means that he's probably, scared of showing his real beauty to the world. So I would say those two reasons already make me better than Chud outside of the drama sphere.
Gotcha. It's kind of like, you wanna get rich off of the backs of men like Chud in the cement that they paved, but you don't want to talk about the streets. You're like a rapper that's made it and you forgot where you came from. You're not willing to do like drive-bys anymore.
Absolutely. I don't want to do drive-bys anymore. Okay, I'll let somebody else do drive-bys.
How do you feel about this, Chud? You okay with that?
I mean, listen, being British is an immutable characteristic. I can't do anything about that, I'm afraid.
Yeah, tough shit.
Yep, tough shit indeed. In terms of the camera thing, I hear that all the time. I like streaming without a camera. That's it. Maybe one day I'll show my face. Who knows? What
are the odds that you would do that?
Fairly high. I think I want to increase my viewership, and it's probably a way to do that. Is to show.
Yeah, no one wants to fucking watch a VTuber. Like, unironically, no one ever, right? Unless you're like fucking 13 and playing Minecraft or some shit. Like, come on.
Yeah, but let's be for real, Dan. Like, you understand that if I want to be serious, right, to some extent with my career, I need to make sure I don't have certain conversations with certain people, right? Which can make me give myself a specter,
No, I don't think that's the case. You know what it is? I'm going to tell you something. And listen to me, because I have good advice when I say this, okay? I know where you're thinking, where you're going, is that you want to be taken seriously. But you know what? It'll never happen anymore because of the groundwork you've already laid. So now the best path for you, unironically, is to embrace what you do and to make the best of it. So do you think, I'm put you on the spot here. Do you view Hassan as like the most credible, authoritative, like politics debater?
No.
Okay, well, everyone else in the world, for the most part, does. Okay? So it doesn't matter what a bunch of fucking chud logics think about you. All that matters is what does the public think? And the reason that Hassan is so big is because he doesn't do fucking politics all the time. He watches fucking, 90 Day Fiancé and everything else, and that's smart. He's really good at what he does, and you should go down that route. You should do anything you can that maximizes your viewership every fucking day, short of having Hitler on your... even having Hitler on your stream. Every day you should do it so that you can continue to grow. And you know what? You may never be... let me put it this way. If you want to be like fucking Dan Rather or, one of these other legendary... I got news for you. You're not going to. Okay? Let me pull the fucking rug under your dreams there. That will never happen. And you have to know that will never happen. Okay? Because there's too much. There is no clips of Dan Rather going out there like doing shit that you've done. And that's why. Okay? So now that you know that that's the case, that will never happen for you, that no serious brand will ever get behind you and platform you and put you on 60 Minutes or anything else like that, that's the case. No, there's too much baggage. There's a million other people that are just like you that don't have that shit, so why would they choose you? So if that's the case, what's left for you? What's left for you is to be a Hassan type of person.
Are you familiar with Oprah?
Yeah.
Of course, right? I mean, everyone knows who Oprah is.
Sure.
Oprah had the same exact show as Jerry Springer until somebody died as a result of one of those crazy ass fucking talk shows where they brought in people who had sex with horses, right? Then she completely pivoted everything she did in a certain direction. And most people don't know about her Jerry Springer days. People just know her for the you get a car, and having lovely talk shows so she brings on politicians who do a little dance, right? Nobody remembers all the time she brought in like little people to do boxing in the middle of the room, or have people like do like cartwheels on horses or whatever the fuck, right? People don't remember that because she worked very, very, very careful to brand her image. And I don't want to be Dan Rather. I'm much more invested in actually engaging with politics directly, right? If something else falls out of the sky and I get that, then maybe I'll do that. But I'm much more interested in actually doing that.
Okay, that's fine. But there was a machine behind Oprah at that point that could make that change. You don't have that machine.
Stardust, that's
So you're saying that it's impossible for me to change my image?
No, I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm saying it's highly unlikely.
You're familiar with Filthy Frank?
You know what you're doing is you're picking out like, hey, I'm like, hey, you probably should get a degree if you want to make money. And you're like, huh, are you familiar with Bill Gates? It's like, yes, there are exceptions to this rule, but for the most part, you're probably not going to make it if you try to do it like that.
Of course.
You will have way more success and happiness.
Odds are against everybody, right?
No. You're making it seem like, oh, just the odds are against me and everything else. There's either that, okay, or like you have a gift right now and you're about to fucking waste it. The gift is that you have probably the most popular Twitch politics stream, and you're gonna like, hey, let's just fuck this shit up because you know what, I kind of, I went to India and I went and I did some meditation and I had an awakening. It's like, okay, so you want to just throw all this shit away? Okay, that sounds good. Let's get rid of all your shit that works.
You don't even know what I want to do. Everybody has jumped to conclusions.
I know that it's removing the most popular elements of what you do.
Oh, really? Am I getting rid of the hippy dippy roundtable? Is that what you think I'm doing?
You said that you're getting rid of the meaningless bullshit, so I would assume that would be the hippy dippy shit and the championship and stuff like that.
Not getting rid of the hippy dippy roundtable. I never said I was getting rid of the hippy dippy roundtable.
So you're going to keep the
drama
and the bullshit.
Let me tell you what happened on Friday.
I can only go on what you say, bro. You said that you wanted to be more serious and get rid of the bullshit.
Be more serious, but then I also talked about how I'm probably going to make more separations of my content, maybe start a second channel so I can upload more entertainment content there. Nobody watched the full stream. Nobody watched all of it. People watched me yell back and forth with Chud Logic. That's what people watched, right? Even Chud Logic didn't watch the full original stream, and he's the person that the main scuffle's been with.
Okay.
So what you're just going to make more separations in my content.
This is actually the worst option of both. It's either option one, stay with what you have and go full boat. Option two, fucking abandon it and go with what your dream is. Or option three, the watered down version of both. That's the worst thing you could do.
Dan, the problem is that I don't want to walk up to Polish politicians or whoever the fuck, show them my video, and the top video is addressing the pedophilia stuff, addressing who molested this child, addressing the N-word, blah, 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 blah. I want to be able to curate my image for these types of things. So I can send them, here's a Washington Post article that talked about me recently. Here is some videos I used to talk about the conflict, right? Me separating that content more, and certain stuff just not engaging with because it's not worth what's around it. For example, last Friday, I had Rob Noor and Hunter Avallone on. Did you see what happened with that?
No.
Nope. So Rob Noor made grooming accusations about how Hunter engaged with BX Bullet's child and another person, right? It was a huge thing, right? That I then had to deal with in that situation. I didn't want it to be there. Nobody else really wanted it to be there. It just derailed the show and didn't benefit me at all. All it meant was moving forward, my name was added in every single grooming accusation and stuff about some child's naked photographs, which I wanted no association with. And so moving forward, there's a rule where you do not take your personal fucking bullshit, your personal, here's my accusation to you, a rumor, and just throw it out on the round table, because then you're going to derail the round table and the topic of the round table. If the topic of the round table is a drama, then it's different, but you're not going to take your drama, insert it into the conversation because you're self-obsessed.
All right, I'm about to say something, and I don't want this to be offensive to anyone that I say it to, but it's going to be a little bit true, and it's going to burn a little bit, okay? Do you want to be I'm really important, who is 10 times the fucking, reporter, interviewer, everything that you are? Because he gets 130 viewers.
No, I don't.
Okay, so what are you going to do then?
I'm going to be more careful when I choose to engage in drama. I'm going to be more careful on what I choose to associate with.
Just sounds like a mistake. like Dan Rather doesn't like I'm using Dan Rather. It's probably a bad example, but I'm just saying like, go all in or don't. That's it. Like this half-assing, don't half-ass anything in your life, bro.
If I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it in the best way possible. I agree with you on that, right? But I don't think engaging with people who talk about like I fucked up a little bit in the past when it comes to certain accusations, right, that have not been properly vetted, or talking about other shit that I think just has a negative effect on my brand for sometimes permanent effect, right? And I don't want to engage with that. If I'm going to engage with drama, I'm going to be very meticulous in how I engage with it. I have already ideas in how I will do it in my head. This one idea I have is like a drama court where both people involved come on with their lawyers, and they throw their fate at the fate of their peers. We have like a streamer jury, everything, right? And we do it, but we choose what dramas are going to be done. It's not going to be you took these naked photos of my child. That's not going to be what's put up there.
Okay. So what you really should have said on your thing then is, hey guys, I'm not going to talk to pedophiles anymore. But instead, Chud, where are you at, Mr. fucking silent, abusing me for fucking views while doing fuck you, Chud. How about you fucking participate? I'm not here to be a fucking tool for you. You do something else. I'm not on a fucking podcast. Now say something, you stupid fuck. God, you pissed me off.
I was just vibing. I was just chilling.
Say something. No, participate. What
Sorry,
do you think?
What have you been talking about? I've been playing Vampire Survivor.
Oh, you stupid son of a bitch.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, sure, like this court thing sounds interesting. But like you've got to pick topics that are spicy enough so they're interesting.
No,
right?
motherfucker, that's not what we're talking about. You're a shadow of your former self.
Okay, listen, just fucking tell me what you want me to say. Oh no. Well, what do you want me to respond to?
Do you feel that when Dylan came on, the other day and said, "Hey, I'm getting away from this drama shit. I'm an important business cat now." Do you feel that what he meant was, "Hey guys, I'm still going to do all the drama shit. I'm just not going to talk to pedophiles." Is that what he said or no?
I talked about that. You just didn't look and do your research, Dan.
Oh, so Chud, you didn't do your research.
Very sorry, Dan.
Well,
very sorry.
Okay, well obviously
it's off Chud.
Obviously,
I'm the only person in here who did the research. Only one. I'm the only good person in all political Twitch. I'm a saint.
Okay. Obviously, I can't see what I haven't seen. I didn't know about the existence of this prior footage. I only watched it from the Risem conversation, I think. So I'd need to go back and review the footage further to see if there's anything in there that would make me amend or change what I've said. Sure. But the impression that I got from watching the video... The impression I got from the video certainly isn't the tone that you had in a conversation with me the other day, nor the tone you've got now. It seems now like you are still very much going to be engaging in the drama and stuff like that, but maybe just like certain drama that's too hot for TV, you might not necessarily be engaging with like pedophile shit.
I mean, like those were like the main examples I used, right? For me, my thing was me talking openly was me having an open dialogue about like, fuck, what do I want to do with the future of my channel? And how do I want to make sure that my image isn't permanently ruined by what I engage with on the internet to the point where I can't have any serious conversation? I don't need to become Dan Rather, but I want to, maybe I could be more like Andrew Callahan. And when I say that, I don't mean I want to do what he does. What I mean is when he went to Ukraine and did what he did, nobody was like, fuck you, you shouldn't be able to do that. What the fuck? You're not, fuck you. You're a fucking joke. Nobody said that, right? But what I felt like when I was talking to some of these Polish politicians, well, just one, is they just gave me this look this one time, and I have no clue what he watched when he said, I've done research into you. But I started thinking, fuck, did he watch me talk about some weird N-word Andy stuff? Did he watch me talk about this, right? And if he watched that, I could see a Polish politician or any politician watching that video saying, what the fuck is this? And to engage with me.
First of all, if a Polish politician heard you talk about the N-word, they probably think it was based.
That's true.
And secondly, the other thing as well, I just, you say it's the N-word Andy stuff. I just don't think talking about usage of the N-word is as crazy as you think it is in like the common conversation. This is the kind of conversation a lot of people would have about, language and using certain words and stuff like that. I think hyper online space, people are going to be like, oh, you're talking about saying the N-word. But out in the real world, people are going to be like, this is the kind of conversations people have. In fact, people often will engage in edgy racial humor with their friends, which might involve slurs. So I just, some of the stuff you're saying that's bad, I don't even think it's that bad. I agree the stuff about pedophilia shit is going to be a fuck up. But
okay, the difference is I want to work in the Democratic Party. And let me tell you, there are a lot of great people in the Democratic Party, and there are a lot of people who are other people in the Democratic Party, which even entertaining certain ideas, right, period, will be enough for them to give you the side eye, right? And not even do that, but give you the side eye, then never mind, you're not the one chosen for this position. You know what I mean? Because if you have that, like Dan talked about, you have that on you, you're fucked, right?
So are you trying to say the Democrat Party are too soy?
Some of them, yes.
Yeah, I guess there might be some people that might take issue with a conversation like that, but I don't know. Would it affect your image that much if you had a conversation about whether you can use the N-word or not? It just seems a bit.
The thing is, but the problem is, this doesn't benefit me enough for me to want to take those risks, right?
Yeah.
For example, how much does it benefit me to bring on groypers on my stream and just go back and forth with them? How much does it benefit me? Not really that much. I'm gonna be completely honest. There are other things when I bring on bigger streamers that might have influence and engage in the same conversation. There might be more risk, but there's a lot more reward, right? I just want to be more in control of how I curate my image, and I do want to engage in more serious political commentary and less on drama that I used to. I also believe, as I commented before, that a lot of the recent drama is not good, as in like not good viewing material. It's drama that even I've been engaged in, like the MF Endless stuff, and I look back at it and I'm like, God, this is just some like nobody, like 20 viewer person who fucked up, but okay, this is like 3 days, not 2 weeks, right? But they wouldn't stop tweeting. They just kept going. But it wasn't good content past a certain point. But like we had nothing else, so we just kept consuming it. Like what else do we talk about? And I guess like when I ask that question, I should be able to answer, oh yeah, we could do serious political commentary.
The thing is, though, I think the MF Endless stuff, I agree, was kind of a bit like of a nothing thing in reality, and there wasn't much else going on at the time. But I do think there were some angles in that were quite interesting. Like we had a sort of touch on the
it was interesting for like a day or two. You know what I mean? But like by a day or two, everything that was needed to be said had been said.
From your end, perhaps, but there was other stuff. Like Ryzen was involved in a kind of tangential way that wasn't necessarily directly related to like your involvement when you went on that stream and got called a racial slur by another black person. Like there's stuff like that, I think, that made it interesting too.
That was true.
But yeah, sure, I agree. Like, with your involvement in it, I mean, I don't know. Are you saying you felt you talked about it too much yourself then? Is that what you mean?
I feel like the problem is like I feel like I talk about it too much not from like a moral perspective of Dylan, you bullied the small creator. No, I don't care. The person still tweets about me constantly to this day, right? I think it was more of from a content viewer perspective. Like after a while, it's just like, okay, I mean, come on, is there really nothing else? Is this what we're engaging in right now? This is it? Like at a certain point, you just say Lamau and you just move on. You know what I mean?
Sure, I think that's how news cycles, like I say news cycle, that sounds very fucking lofty. I just mean like the cycles of these conversations online about news or drama or whatever it is. That's how they happen, right? And it just, maybe this one went on for a bit longer because there isn't that much else going on at the moment. But someone else will come up, I'm sure, that is a bit more interesting and a bit more substantive. I'm sure Vosh will do something or Hassan will do something that will kick off a whole new round of discourse. Destiny's still on YouTube. I don't know. Maybe I'm a bit more hopeful. But if you want to do serious politics, then yeah, there's some topics that probably would hurt you. So yeah, sure. Probably best to avoid them.
I mean, it's just simple as that, right? Like for example, like I just like stuff like the stealthing discourse. Like I just don't. I feel like there's no way for me to get out of certain discourses like with like completely fine. You know what I mean? Like without like some image attached to it. And a lot of it isn't like. And some of these people are just fucking bullies. And what I mean that is like. Me being associated with Destiny in any way means people attach my name to everything Destiny's ever done. You know what I mean? Where his image will fucking capture everything. Where I will like, for example, and I talked about this before, somebody called a gay person the F slur, and I was like, that's bad. And like, there was a decent amount of replies that were just like, oh yeah? What about what Destiny said about trans women? I'm like, I'm not fucking Destiny's keeper, but just by being associated by these people, that's what happens. There's the specter that grows around it, right? And to a certain extent, I can like put up with it, right? Because at the end of the day, I don't want people dictating who I'm talking to. But I also want to make note that like what I put myself next to, people after a while will forget what you said, but they will remember that you talked about it, that you were involved in something, right? And they'll forget completely what you said, and it'll just be this vague memory of this thing happened, and somehow your name was attached to it. And there's certain things I just don't want my name attached to. For example, there's a reason why I never had MrGirl on, and I will never probably talk to MrGirl. There's a specter around that man, and I don't think I want any association with that.
So I think in terms of people associating you with whatever, like say Destiny, I mean, if someone's too brain dead to understand the difference between like, you know, your position and the fact there's a whole other person that you sometimes work with that you disagree, I just think that's just so stupid, and you've kind of just got to disregard those people, I guess. Like, if your concern is like the Democrats, like surely it would be Democrat politicians and you know, workers within that arena that you'd need to be more concerned about, rather than random like shitbags on Twitter.
I mean, yeah, I'm more concerned about my career. I mean, like, people are saying Dylan sounds cowardly. Okay, fine. I will take that label of I do not want to have to be in a meeting and explain why I talked to somebody who sang a song called I Am a Pedophile, right? I will take that label.
I'm just more saddened that you're just willing to throw Steve under the bus and not be
not even throwing him under the bus.
You don't want to associate him with it, like you used him, and now you're...
I never said I wasn't going to associate with him. I'm hosting a debate with him in 2 days, okay? All I'm saying is I'm making note of the fact that the people I associate with puts a mark on me. It just does. And I talked to him about this directly last year.
But it's like people that got famous by being on Howard Stern. Like, you don't get to complain that Howard Stern makes... Like, you exist, to a certain extent, because of him. You don't get to say, man, Howard Stern really fucked me up there. You get to say, you know what?
I never said he fucked me up.
No, but
I've specifically noted...
If anyone complains about Destiny, you tell them to fucking eat shit and that he's your homie, and you could give a fuck if he said something. That's what you should say. Because without Steven hosting you initially, or everyone else, like, there wouldn't have been anything for the most part. You'd be another just like everyone else. Like, I'm not trying to be weird. You have good content and stuff. I'm just saying, like, some loyalty, you know, some, like... I've been with Steve for a while. I'm not out there like also posting his like fucking cross burning and shit like that. But in the same part, if I'm like, yeah, Steve, wow, you do that, and someone's like, yeah, Steve, this, would be like, I'd tell them like, go eat shit, retard. That's what I would say. I wouldn't be like, oh man, I got to really distance from Steve. It's just a little, I don't know.
I've talked to Okay, Dan. If I wanted to, I could just be like, look, Dan, we acknowledge the success of I do not like Destiny success. Will you acknowledge that?
The what? Say it again.
You go out there on Twitter, on any platform, right? And you say, Destiny sucks. Then Destiny engaged with you. Then you go back and forth, then you burn all bridges and da-da-da. And then there's success that comes from that, right? That there's people who have, in a lot of ways, benefited the career tremendously from doing that. Will you acknowledge that?
People have gotten successful by criticizing Destiny? Is that what you're trying to say?
From criticizing Destiny, burning bridges with Destiny, any of these things, right? Who have propelled themselves forward from developing relationships with him, burning the bridge, then using that to move forward, or criticizing him at a distance and using that to move forward because other people who hate Destiny will then prop them up.
Let me stop you.
This is an easy answer. This is an easy
No, because you're thinking there's people that certainly go from like 10 viewers to maybe 100, but it kind of ends there. And there's a long list of people like that are people that are like bitching and moaning in Twitter and that hate Destiny, and they're all
the failed streamer industrial complex. That's exactly what I was talking about.
Yeah, there's a huge list. I don't view any of those.
Of course,
people
but
as
I'm not saying somebody who's a nobody criticizes Destiny then becomes a somebody. I'm talking about people who've established themselves and they can burn that bridge with Destiny to then get more success. People
there's literally like
get success.
2 examples of that, and I don't know.
You don't think people can burn the bridge with Destiny to their own benefit? Like people can do that?
No, I think that in almost every case you'd be better off.
I don't even think Destiny. I don't think Destiny agrees with you on this. I don't. For the most part, okay. There's very few people that talked about this before.
Okay, hold on. I think there's some people like if you want to become an uber socialist, then obviously you can't remain friends with him. Sure. So if your goal is to become like Super Hassan or something like that, then yeah, sure.
Okay. What I'm trying to make note of, right, is I feel like if I wanted to, I could easily, even if I didn't want to become an uber socialist, but just start whatever the fuck, right, that I could do the anti-Destiny grifting arc, right? And I don't think it would be too difficult for me to get away with it. Why? Because there's a lot of people who I feel like have done that. There are people who've done it, but they have to be at a certain point of success. Then they burn the bridge. Then they talk about how they fucking hate Destiny. Then they move on, right? What I'm noting publicly, and I've done for the last year, is that by associating with Destiny, you get a certain specter around you, and that he and I, both in a conversation, noted almost 8 or 9 months ago that burning your bridge with Destiny can be to your success, right? Trashing Destiny after he helps you to get to a certain point. I am actively saying I do not want to do that. And all I'm doing is noting the fact by associating with certain people who can put a specter around you. And Destiny is the example I used. So then everybody's like, oh, Dylan, you're going to cut ties with Destiny, you backstabbing fucking bastard, right? If I really wanted to burn bridges with Destiny, the prime time would have been prime time, right? That would have made more sense.
Well, it's not as simple as you're saying as well, because for people that burn a bridge with Destiny, it's not like you just go your own way and do it. He'll fucking destroy you afterwards. And I don't know if you want to take that heat. So it's not just like you're being altruistic by not doing this. If you fucking come at him, he will fucking come at you and he will end you.
I was already taking enough heat during the prime time. It would have made more sense for me to just...
That would be like, magnified times fucking 9,000. Okay, so it's not like altruistic, right?
I'm not saying I'm an altruist. All I'm saying is I don't think that this looks like, oh, look at Dylan, he's about to backstab Destiny, which a lot of people are painting it as. You can see it right now. All I did was use him as an example once. That like, hey, Destiny is an example of somebody who puts a specter around you when you associate with them. When you associate with certain things, people will put you in a certain box.
Oh, go ahead, Chud. I forgot you're here.
But don't you listen? I'm just playing a game. But don't you see why people might see it as, you know, you've not just like worked with Destiny a couple of times. You've reaped the rewards of that relationship. Now to turn around,
I talked about that multiple times. I've noted that 6 or 7 times since we've started talking, Chud, and the multiple times we talked about this arc. Right? I've noted this so many times that yes, a decent amount of my community is made up of Destiny viewers. Destiny gave me a platform that gave me access to a large amount of people. Yes, I've noted that multiple times.
Yeah, sure. I just, you know, but you can, what I'm trying to say to you is you can understand why people, you know, might sort of think, well, this is a bit shitty. Like, you know, he's turning around now months later going, oh, he's got a bad image, hasn't he? It's kind of fucking me over when you've reaped the rewards.
Talked about this to Destiny's face 10 months ago, right? This isn't some like, wow, Dylan's all of a sudden like trash talking. I've talked this to his face. I've had this conversation with him one-on-one.
Okay. Yeah, well, I don't know. Just feels like we're kind of looping, I guess. I don't know what to say. What's even going on right now? How's everyone doing? Everyone good? Why is no one saying anything?
I still think you're making a mistake, and I stand by it.
What you just want me to lean in harder to the drama that would just make it more difficult for me to like participate in more serious circles.
Yeah, I do.
And if that's what I'm gonna do with the rest of my life, then I don't even know what I'm doing with my life.
It lets you still do the things, right? Let me ask you: do you think that Howard Stern doesn't do anything political, or do you think he makes a huge dent?
I'm sure he has some impact in politics, right?
Hold on. He has, I would say, significant.
He doesn't have the impact I want to have.
What's the impact you want to have? Bernie Sanders, like fucking naming a post office?
No, I want to actually run for office. I want to actually be involved in legislation, crafting legislation. I want to be involved in political PACs. This is the stuff I want to do, right? And these organizations make notes at what their members do, what they do. If you say something on your show, you associate with something on your show, people are going to make note of that.
And you think stopping now will stop that from happening?
I don't.
Or toning it down now. You think that like you've stopped before you've given them enough, so now you're okay, you can do it. Did you not see what happened for Steve just when he tried to support a candidate running for office?
I think I'll be fine.
Really?
I don't think I've engaged in enough.
Well, then in that case, why don't you just engage at the same level that you are now then, rather than have this big thing of, oh, I'm going to engage in less drama. If you don't think you've done enough to really warrant this approach, just keep doing
because
what you're doing now.
I still think I could be more careful.
Okay. Yeah. Be more careful then, I guess. I mean,
you guys remember Sargon when he ran for office?
Yeah, that was a fucking disaster.
It was a disaster. I don't want to be Sargon 2.0.
Well, don't say that you're not going to rape someone and you should be okay.
Well, no, there's more to that, right? Because the second he runs for office, there's like 1,000,001 things you can drag him down on, and he's fucked. You think there's not like out of context things that they can clip you at, and then you're gonna have to be there?
Of course, so I want to be more careful moving forward. Because if I can't do that, I have to reassess the entirety of my life. Because that's what I've been working for towards for the last 5 years of my life.
Okay.
And I'm young, right? I still got a lot of life forward, but that's the main thing I want to do.
People get fired for shit they said when they were like 16. You think that like there's God knows what there's I'm just gonna assume the worst possible shit ever is clipped of you out there. Would you agree with that? Like crazy fucking shit, probably said in jest, probably not your views, but you saying fucked up shit. Yes or no?
I'm sure that exists to some extent, yeah.
Yeah, like I'm talking Omega like Hitler tier shit, but like you're doing it as a joke, mocking a Republican or something, right? Like an example would be like you're talking. Okay. I think that stuff is definitely there, and that you could say, yeah, okay, but everyone would know that I'm joking, right? When you say like, oh, JK, these people should be removed, they don't belong in society, because you're arguing with a Nazi or something like that. That stuff exists.
Yes? Yeah.
Okay, so that stuff doesn't exist for politicians, not like that, unless they're Republicans.
Mm-hmm.
You, with that stuff out there, almost definitely can't go anywhere. I hate crushing your dreams, but like no one else is gonna tell you this. Everyone else is gonna be like, hey, go follow your dreams. You can do it. And I'm just like, dude, you have a successful Twitch stream. What are you fucking around for? Like you're gonna do this fucking pipe dream the second you get up there, be like, so what's this clip of you saying that you hate black people? And you're like, oh wait, no, I was talking to a Republican and I was mocking them, and then no one's gonna vote for you. And that's the end. And it won't matter if it was 10 years ago or 20 years ago. And that's it. And that's the end of the show. And you're never going to get a second chance. And no one's going to dump money behind you. And you're going to have no backers or anything else. That's just it. You have to not be so stupid to know that that's it. There is no hope for you to do that shit. Why am I telling you this? I hate to crush your dream. But, IRI, he can run. He can run for office. He could be the president. You can't. You can't even be a fucking House representative for a state senate. You'll never make it.
Didn't Marjorie Taylor Greene literally?
Are you a Republican? Are you
no,
a
I'm
Republican?
not a Republican.
Okay,
no,
then you will never be a Democrat, bro. Never.
Okay, well, you know what? I think Trump had a few good points.
About what? I'm not trying.
You know what? I'm saying You know what? I think it's time that I am being a Democrat. Okay, I think the Democrat Dylan arc is over.
Here's what I'm going to tell you.
I think I'm leaving
for every position that you run for or that you apply for, there's going to be someone as qualified as you, like you with the same views, that doesn't have the clips of the shit saying that. So why are you ever going to have any money behind you? I'm still going
to try because I'm still going to try. I'm sorry, I'm still going to do it. I've been working towards this for a decent amount of time, and I'm very invested in it.
Okay, I listen. I like the idea that you're following your dreams. I don't like the idea that you're potentially throwing something away while doing it that has proven success, that can make your life great and let you have an influence in politics, maybe more influence than you would ever have as a state senator or something like that. Way more influence. You would reach more people. You could do more good, but it doesn't have the title.
Okay.
Yeah. Is that it?
Well, anyways.
What's going to happen is I'm going to make myself head of the CIA and I'm going to raid Dan's house. Then you'll never hear from him again. And that'll be my ultimate revenge for this conversation.
There's literally thousands of us that follow my mantra, so...
What's your mantra?
Keep a big list.
I'd tell you, but... Well, I'll tell you in private. Don't worry.
Okay, sounds good. You're going to indoctrinate me to the Dan cult, yeah?
So you know how there's like the Taliban, right?
Yeah.
And that's like kind of, that used to be like pretty extreme to a lot of people.
Yeah.
Well, there's actually Dysel, and I'm actually the leader of that. And we actually advocate for a more extreme version. We feel that the Taliban is a little bit too weak and they've lost their ways. There's some things that they're letting people do that, they think is okay. They're trying to be moderate. We're not. We're hardliners. So, yeah, sorry.
No, that's fine. Or
Dysis if you prefer. Dysis.
Dysis, that's good.
Yeah.
Well, listen. I don't know. Are we done now? Do I need to watch the rest of this thing, Dylan? I mean, I feel like I'm pretty.
You don't really. You don't need to watch the rest of this thing.
I pinned the comment you made just so people can have the fullest context possible. Okay.
Okay. I don't really care enough, but I'm just gonna tell Dan. Okay.
Yeah.
If I ever win a single election, Dan, I'm gonna be very, very happy. Okay. And
I'll be happy for you too. I'm not always right. Okay. It's all about odds. So if you say, Dan, can I do that? I'm not saying it's impossible because it's not impossible. Okay. It's not impossible. There's 1,000,001 ways that you could do it. You could win the lottery tomorrow, $1 billion on the Powerball, and you can bankroll yourself and fucking steamroll anyone in fucking like Pennsylvania and like outspend them 500 to 1 and get it. That's a way. Okay. And there's a million other ways like that. I'm just saying it's unlikely, and that your efforts would be better spent elsewhere to have maximum positive impact on the world and to do things that you want to do, which I assume.
I just like, what about all the work that I'm doing on the boards of lobbying groups I'm part of in Maryland already? What about the campaigns I've run for the mayor of my city, where he won like 70% of the way in a 3-way race? What about all of the other organizations, 21st Century Democrats, which I work as a political consultant for? What about all the other work that I've done?
When any of that stuff starts mattering, I'm gonna go and I'll mess with it, be like, yo, here's a clip
we just
of
killed
Dylan
the
saying that he hates
transports bill
Jews.
in Maryland. We just passed the educational bill of this bill to help codify anti-discrimination protections in Maryland schools. I mean, I'm not saying I'm Superman. All I'm saying is I am working to build a political career.
Hold on. Were any of these races competitive?
Were any of these races competitive? What do you mean? Like, wait, to be clear.
Hold on. Okay. You're talking about you're working for someone in Maryland, some senator.
I didn't work for a senator. I managed the campaign of the mayor. Now, to be clear, that race wasn't super competitive. That is true. But what that did is help me develop political relations. Okay, well, continue, Dan. Yes, finish my sentence.
If it was competitive, do you think that it may have moved the needle if there was a huge press release from the competitor saying top staffer at Mayor so-and-so's campaign says they hate Jews and all black people should XYZ? You think that would have made the difference?
Of course, but I don't think I said anything like that ever.
You have. Of course you have. We all have in jest mocking people, saying it like that, and it won't matter that you're coming out. The fucking lie goes around the world before the truth gets its pants on.
If I cannot engage in politics in the way that I want to engage in politics, I'm probably not going to engage in politics ever. It's something that I'll lose all my passion for.
Not everyone has said these things, Dan. Just to be clear, sure that's not your, special sense of humor.
If you talk
that's
with
why
Nazis,
I'm so committed to doing it in the way, either through the ways that I feel that I'm good at and the best at, right?
Okay,
I'm very set at doing that.
Let me stop away because everyone's like, oh my God, Dylan would never say that. He's debated with Nazis. And when you debate with Nazis and things like that, you do things to make fun of them, to mock what they're saying, right? So if I'm debating with someone who's like, oh, blah, 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 like that's a type of thing where you're going to say that. And even though you're not saying that, even though you're fucking mocking their stupid views, that is going to be held against you.
There can be dishonest reporting.
Exactly.
Yes.
And that's all it takes is what I'm saying.
Yeah, but you can overcome those things as well. And so there's no problem with me trying, okay? Trying to run for city council, right?
There's no problem.
Trying to run for county council. That's the other thing, right? You can build up slowly and garner a reputation that can help you.
Sure.
I don't think city council and county council and even state delegate races have the resources to dig through all of these clips, many of which have been deleted through VODs. You'd have to go through YouTube videos to find these things, a lot of them, right?
I mean, these opposition research teams are pretty, they go in depth, don't they? They dig up whatever they can.
This is like a serious thing that could sink a campaign, for sure. Because there's no time to get the pants on. Like, let's say hypothetically, let's say there is a clip of you out there mocking a racist, saying something like they would say it. Like maybe you would say something like, oh, I hate all Jews, they just want money, or something like that, right? Mocking a Nazi. Let's say that is out there, okay, for the sake of argument. Let's say now that you're doing campaign, whatever, and you're working for someone and they're going to become the new mayor or whatever, and it's a tight race. And then do you think that would be a significant story for that day if the top staffer for that campaign has a quote saying that they hate Jews? And do you think there would be time for you to come, if you watch the debate, I was actually, do you think there'd be time for that? Or do you think that would be the end and say, listen, you're fired from this thing. I'm sorry. And I'm going to have to disavow that you even.
I mean, it would really.
What do you think would be more likely there?
I think it would depend on the lead. I think that would be one part. It would depend on the lead.
I said competitive.
If it's competitive, I mean, yeah, then maybe I get sacrificed. That's possible.
Well, you know what? Even if it's not competitive, because anytime you're running, even if there's no Republican that can ever win there, you're still going to have like 5 other Democratic candidates that are competing for the same thing as you, all of them without those clips, no?
Sure, yeah.
I'm just saying this is something
And
you have to
what
overcome.
you're doing is you're pushing me towards I should delete my Twitch channel and YouTube channel and just stop.
Oh,
Because all of this is built towards I want to be.
You know what? Yes, one option for you: full ass or no ass. Because half-assing both things just means that you're going to do shit at both things. So yeah, there you fucking go. That would 100% be my fucking advice.
Okay.
So if you want to do politics with your whole
terrible,
fucking life,
I'm not going to listen to it. But okay.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm just.
Well, I think that if you just get a, that's fine for you to say. But if what you're saying is that, hey, I'm just gonna do a watered down, worse version of my show and not take that seriously and
worse version of my
do
show.
that and try to.
How important is it that I talk
probably
to
worse.
pedophiles, people who make songs about I raped, I have sex with children, and all this? How important is that to my development of decent content?
It gets your awareness out to more people. There's a podcast or a show that's coming up with MrGirl and Buck Angel and a few other people.
With it. I don't.
Off the top of my... Yeah, I understand. You know what? People in DGG are chatting about that. People on Twitch are chatting about that, saying it's gonna be fucking crazy and it's a banger. People are
for them. I don't
excited
want to be
about
part of
that
it.
fucking show. Okay, like, but this is what I'm trying to tell you is that like that's like risky content, but people are excited. That's gonna bring new viewers. That's gonna get people that are gonna follow MrGirl and all these people that weren't before that. Didn't even know who he was because it's such a fucking shit show, so crazy, right? This thing that's being pulled together. That's why, and that could be you. That could be you.
I don't want
you know?
to do
like,
that. I don't want to do that. I want no association with that.
Why?
None.
Why?
I don't want to.
You think that's going to sink your ship?
No, and some of it, part of it, I don't even like it. I don't like it. A lot of it's that too. But also, I just don't want to put that around my brand anymore. I want to put a line in the sand, say, this is not going to be part of the brand I cultivate. People choosing what they want to associate with their brand moving forward so they can develop a brand that they feel like will be more serious so they can engage in more content on the internet, right? Like even like there can be people who do dishonest hit pieces and destroy you forever. That can always happen. That can happen to politicians. That can happen to me. That can happen to anyone. But also, if you develop a certain brand, certain people don't want to associate with you. And I'm trying to overcome that hurdle. If somebody makes a dishonest attack on me, I'll overcome that hurdle when I get to it.
Okay.
Well,
Dan, you just got a clip of Dylan saying, I'm not going to even say what that is, but okay.
Yeah, Dan stitched you up here. He's made you say a bunch of shit that, if clipped out of context, is going to ruin your future campaign.
Fantastic.
Nice one, Dan. Well done, Dan.
But like, let me just be clear, like Twitch politics, if I felt like destroying everything I've built on Twitch, YouTube, all of it, could help me politically, I'd do it tomorrow. Instantly. Like that. This is all just, this is something that I used to pay my bills while I want to do that in the future. This is something that I've garnered more interest in and I enjoy, but it's not my end all be all. I don't want to do this.
Okay. Hold on. Let me take a step back here. Is your brand drama? And if I was to poll chat, what would they say to that?
They're going to agree with you because you're damn the Disney viewers. What do you mean? And I don't care. If my brand's drama, then I'm asking. I don't think my brand is drama.
Is there no fair way for me to ask that question? What people think it is?
I don't think you can ask it. I don't really care. Look, if you ask it, is my brand drama? My answer
this is not fair. You don't get to say I don't care.
I don't care, but also I don't think my brand is drama.
Okay, well then I can't engage. Okay, I think
okay
slightly head in sand here a little here.
Okay.
Well,
if it is, then I don't want to engage with drama anymore, period. If that's actually what my brand has been created into.
Your brand is 100% drama associated. Like, de facto. I don't know how you could not say that.
Drama. People don't think Dylan's the drama show. I don't think people think that.
Listen, I can do a poll, but you're probably not going to care the results of the poll.
I need to delete all my drama videos because I fucking despise if that's actually my brand now.
You would never do that.
If you go to your YouTube channel and look at the top viewed videos, would that maybe be a good insight into what people might associate your channel with?
I think that might be a good insight. Yeah. And let me check. Okay, so my top video is a video with Your Movie Sucks. The next one's one on anti-SJWs. The next one is on anti-feminists. The next one is a roundtable. The next one is a drama video. The next one's a debate. The next one's another debate. The next one is a video criticizing conversion therapy. The next one's another hosted debate. The next one's a drama video. The next one's another debate. The next one's talking to Doomer about the Vosh unironic evil.
Sorry,
next one's a debate.
Wait. You're saying debate? Like that?
Yeah, I want to stop you over. All of these are drama.
Wait. Okay, if you're saying a debate is drama, as in it is inherently drama, then I feel you're casting a big specter, right? That debate is drama, roundtable's drama. Like,
let me ask you a question.
I feel like this is a huge specter.
Let me ask you a question, right? That debate that you did with Destiny against Haas and Jackson Hinkle, right? Do you think people were tuning in because of the topic of the debate and the politics, or were they tuning in because it was a shit fight?
I think it was both.
You're delusional. Actually.
I don't. Oh my god! I've always talked about foreign policy. Foreign policy has been a big part of my channel.
Okay, let me ask you this, right? If it was a debate with some people that no one knew, do you think they would have tuned in? Or
I think it would have gotten half the views.
Right. Okay. But if you'd have talked
to
Jackson,
I think that's reason both tuned in for both those reasons.
If you'd have talked, if you'd have talked to Haas and Jackson, right, about any other topic, right, doesn't matter what it is, would it still have similar views? Do you think?
Do I think it? No, it would not have similar views. I think it would be maybe half.
What if it was a different topic, but it was Destiny and Dylan versus Haas and Jackson?
I think it would maybe be 50K or 40K. Yes.
I don't
because
buy that.
It's to Russia. Okay, it's right after the invasion of Ukraine, debating that with two of the only people in the space who actually support Russia on that topic with modern debates and me. It's a big thing. It's a big thing. It's around a big historical event.
You could have debated about whether a hot dog is a sandwich and people still would have tuned in to similar levels.
No, not to similar levels, no. I think it would have been a decent amount. I just don't think it would have been the similar levels.
Dylan, here's the thing. I want you to pick carefully. Either you are, I'm not even say the word, or you're trolling. So tell me that you're trolling and you just don't want to admit this right now, because the other option is not a good look for you. You know this is the case.
Okay, then I'm retarded. Just call me retarded then. Don't just use what you want to use.
Dude, you know the reason that people are tuning in. Why are you fucking dodging it? You know what's going on
I'm saying
here.
It's a combination of factors. And the fact that you won't address that, I think is crazy, considering it was right after the invasion of a major country.
Dude, no one... How do I put this in a way? I don't know what to say. I honestly don't know what to say. I'm at a loss for words, and that's something impressive for someone like me to be here. Dylan, you can't believe that people are tuning in because they're so in tune to hear you debate against Russia, against fucking Haas and Jackson Hinkle. Like, oh man, these titans of fucking debate gonna go at it. I can't. Maybe I wonder which way I'll be convinced.
People do want to see people debate Russia because people don't debate Russia that much because there's not a lot of commentators in the West who talk about Russia in a positive manner.
Okay.
You can just call it Kobe if you want, but fine, whatever. I disagree.
You can't keep saying this fine, whatever, I disagree stuff. We're trying to have a conversation here. You don't get to just be like, okay, well, the poll is wrong. I don't care what they say. Like, that's not fair. This is how we get data, Dylan, okay? You're supposed to be the omniliberal junior. You can't just disregard data in public. No, you don't get to say that.
I said it. I said it anyway. Watch, I said it. Oh my God.
You have to respect public opinion. Otherwise, you are, you know, you
then
can't
I guess
say you're
I need
a rhetoric expert.
I'm sorry. If this is genuine, that people are like, I tune into Dylan Burns TV for drama, then I hate what my brand has become. If that's really what it is, but I don't think that's. I don't think that's what people associate my channel with.
What can I make you understand to know that that is in fact true? That people primarily turn into you because you have hippy dippy and lots of cool drama and people shouting at each other and fighting.
Wait. See, it's hippy dippy. Drama, people shouting at each other. These are all the same thing to you. Debates are just drama. Roundtables are just drama.
No.
Everything's just drama if it's two people disagreeing and yelling at each other.
Okay. No, because you don't do debates that aren't drama debates. Destiny does them, rarely, but sometimes he does them, where he does like actual factual debates, trying to talk with people.
Here's the top hippy dippy roundtable. It has Destiny, it has John Burke, it has Denims. At what was it Biden stimulus, GameStop, or mass mandates that was the drama? What was the drama in this panel?
It's the people you've got on.
You have Denims and fucking Destiny in the same panel.
Tell me when that came up. Did that come up? Was that a big point of it? Was that a reason
am I
people
supposed to
tuned
know
in?
what happened in this thing from fucking?
Yeah, that's the thing.
You know,
But
why don't we
these are
get
my top viewed videos, and I'm asking you because you're trying to make the argument that my video is a drama. My video is a drama. My channel is a drama channel, and I feel
let's
like
get
this
Hitler
is a
and
massive
fucking Rabbi
simplification.
Moses. Yeah, fine. No, Hitler and Rabbi Moses in a fucking debate together, and like as long as nothing doesn't come up, what are you talking about? They were just debating food stamps. What's the problem here? Like,
What? Destiny's had drama with so many different people, right? And if I have him on a show with another person he has drama with, but that doesn't come up, and I'm banning that as a thing going forward. I'm banning the idea that people can bring drama outside of the roundtable and bring it onto the roundtable unless it's a topic of discussion. I'm banning that moving forward. So even if that is the brand I've cultivated, then I fucking despise that brand. I don't want that brand, and I fucking hate that if that's actually the brand I've cultivated.
Why did you highlight that Denims was on the show, on this panel? Over at the other guests, like Robnor was on there.
Destiny, John Burke, and Den, because they're the most viewed people on this.
Oh, that was it. That was the only reason. Just it was purely based on views.
Okay, want me to name that person? Yes, it was Rob Noor, Joe Lewis, Merrick, Aftershock, GSU Gambit. None of those people can break 100 viewers.
Okay, Merrick's got a massive Twitter presence, but what I'm saying to you
I
is,
don't give a fuck.
so there's no other reason that you decided to put both Destiny and Denims in the thumbnail.
I ordered them literally in order of views. I do this for most of my roundtables.
Yeah, okay.
I do that. Destiny, John,
hold on,
Denims.
I'm going to the bathroom. 1 second.
Yeah.
I do that for all my roundtables. I will order it in order of views because that's what I want.
Okay. But yeah, I mean, this looks like it's the most viewed by some margin as well. Hey, when's the next
I think it's because Destiny didn't upload it.
Oh, did he not? Okay.
I don't know. I don't remember. It's the 24th. It's a while ago.
I mean, these thumbnails as well. Gays cause slavery. I mean, Jesus.
Yeah, but they're not drama videos.
Okay. I mean,
like if drama is just shocking content, then yes. Okay. Then I would say that 60% of my brand would be drama. If debate, roundtables, and shocking content and drama, if all of these cover drama, then yes. But that would be my brand. But I don't think that's the majority of my content.
yeah, I don't know. I just
Do you really think the majority of my content is drama, Chud?
yeah, I think well,
Really?
well, the thing is
All right, I'm
like
back.
I think okay, so there's a bit of nuance here, right? I think that there's some things you do which do get a lot of views, which is like when you covered like Ukraine, for example. You know, I think that there is stuff that you do which definitely gets you more views if there's a topical thing that you're talking about or a topical thing that you're covering. But if you're talking about what you're going to be known for, people aren't going to know exactly what you've spoken about on stream. What they're probably going to do is like look at your YouTube, for example. And I think if you look at this YouTube, it strikes me as, yeah, seems to be very focused on, you know, drama. That would be my
First
takeaway.
three have nothing to do with drama. Then there's one that was a roundtable, but Denims is on it, so it's a drama roundtable now, even though none of the topics had to do with it. And I don't even think it came up. Then there's the first actual drama video. Then there's a video, which is a debate, but I guess if debates cover drama, then I guess that automatically is a drama video. It isn't multiple of the same thing, right? Then it's me doing another debate. Then it's me talking about conversion therapy. Then it's me hosting a debate at Freer Fest, a libertarian conference, right? Which was 100% economics, right? Wasn't drama. Then Vosh versus Mike from PA, which is a debate, but it was a drama debate in a lot of ways, even though they talked about like economical issues. Then there is me covering the Charlie Kirk Vosh thing. You could maybe call that drama. Is that drama? I would say maybe 20 to 30, possibly a top 40% of my top viewed videos are drama videos.
Can we? All right. I want to take a step back here and actually pull it back to books.
These are my top views. Not even all.
Hold on.
Not even all the content I push out.
Dylan, if everyone calls something a cat, but you say it's a dog, who's right?
I guess I'm wrong then.
It just doesn't fucking matter. Even if it is a fucking dog or a cat, it doesn't matter because everyone else says what it is, and that's it. So you can go and argue and tell me how, like, well, technically, you know, this is actually a debate, and Denims was only on here because they were hype. Fine. No one gives a shit. Everyone still thinks that it's drama content.
I'm right, and I could be right, but you're saying I'm wrong, and everybody agrees with you, therefore I'm wrong.
Well, it's the Booksmarts argument. Like, you know, technically, like, according to Webster's dictionary, this shouldn't fall. Who gives a fuck? Everyone thinks it's fucking drama.
So if people just think it's drama, even though it's not drama, and it's a normal educational debate, for instance, Bastias versus Vosh, It doesn't matter. That counts in the drama category because people thought it was drama.
Let me ask you this. Do you think that anyone thinks IRI's content is drama?
No.
Okay, why is that such a fucking different world than what you do?
Because he's never talked about drama. He never associates with that. He tries to push that shit away. I will associate with drama for maybe 20, 25 max % of my content. If you go through my videos, you count them up, 20 to 25% is drama maximum. If you look at my top viewed videos, it's probably 40 to 45%. Why? Because the videos with drama get more views.
This just seems like fucking cope. I don't mean to be weird. This is why I want you to embrace this and like accept your fucking destiny. Okay?
If this is my destiny, I want nothing to be a part of it. I don't want to be a part of it. I don't want that.
How can you say that when you get
because I don't enjoy it? Can I not enjoy it?
You get so much enjoyment doing the hippy dippy fucking championship and the belt and everything.
If this is what people associate with my brand and this is going to be my brand permanently, then I fucking hate my brand.
You know what you are? You're the surprised Pikachu, right? Surprised Pikachu is literally you right now. Does drama content all the time. People associate you with fucking drama. Surprised Pikachu face? What? Like, dude, I don't know how you say you don't like this. You have so much fucking fun doing like the hippy dippy fucking battle royale bullshit. Like, I don't understand. Like, what is going on here?
The difference between hosting a fun and sometimes even spicy debate and engaging in specifically what like drama content. When I think drama content, I think streamer A confused streamer B of being a groomer, or streamer A said streamer B is a slut and they're going back and forth. That's what I think is drama content. I don't think debates between people who don't like each other just becomes drama content because the two people don't like each other, or debates that get spicy is now drama content, right? Like we're saying a roundtable that had Denims on the same thing as Destiny is now drama content because Denims was in the room with Destiny. That's fucking pathetic low bar drama content if that's drama content.
You are trying to tell the audience that they're wrong. That doesn't work that way. The audience says what is, okay? You don't get to say, well, no, sorry, you're wrong. It's technically this. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. Your content is drama content according to the masses. Now, you might not think it's that way. So if that's the case, then I guess it's a happy medium where you can keep doing what you're doing and calling it something else, but everyone else is going to see it as what it is. Okay? So that's the disconnect here. Is you're like, hey, that's not drama. Okay.
The hippy dippy roundtable is inherently drama when we talk about like political topics. Because it seems like you're just like lumping that in because people mostly know me for hippy dippy roundtable. Right?
You're saying most people know you for hippy dippy roundtable.
Yes.
If I was to poll how most people know you, and then one of the options was drama, which one do you think would win? And you could put as many options as you wanted, or as few as you wanted.
When people associate with me more, would they say drama hippy dippy?
I
think it would be hippy dippy by a mile. When people out that I don't know they talk about me, it's only hippy dippy. Most people don't even know the other stuff I do.
So when I think of hippy dippy, and you can say this is something else, but for the few that I've seen, okay, when I think of it as a fucking drama shit show extravaganza with yelling and screaming, and you fucking in there trying to like get like a Nazi
and screaming and heated discussions about politics. I'm fine with that. There's a difference between that and bringing up that groomer accusations in the middle of a debate, right?
Okay,
and that's the stuff I don't want to associate with.
But here's the thing: what clip got shared most? What clip do you think I saw of Friday Hippy Dippy?
Of course, that was it. And I don't want to associate with that. I don't like that.
But that's the thing. It's kind of, in some ways, you're going to, I don't know, I'm not trying to tell you like how to fucking run the
I'm banning that moving forward. I'm literally saying I'm banning that moving forward. I don't want to do it anymore.
If that's it, then yeah, you got to ban that, and yeah, sure. That's all you can do, really. Well, I don't know. What else is there to say? What is even going on right now?
Well, if my fate is to just do this forever, then I fucking hate my life, right?
Jesus, why though? You've been very successful, like.
Just because there's like success. If I'm realizing that the only way I can find success is not by producing informative or like engaging content that people enjoy, but it's just want to get other people in the room, that's a fucking sad existence, and I don't want to do that.
Well, okay.
Well, I mean, you know what? Actually, looking at this, so you average like 500 viewers, right? Is what it says here on this thing. You know, I take it back. I think, you know what? I thought you were a lot bigger for some reason. You know what? Fuck it. Go do what you want, I guess. I mean, I don't know what to say. I feel like your content is absolutely drama. Apparently nothing I can say can convince you. Any poll I would take except for the fucking guy in chat who says, I follow Dylan for foreign policy. Everyone except him is going to say that they follow you for drama. Okay? And that's going to be the case. The WWE bullshit. It is just a fact. Okay? You should embrace it. Soak it in. Be the fucking Batman, the Dark Knight. Okay? But instead, you're like, no, I want to be IRI, but worse.
In many ways, Dylan, you kind of have with the Vince McMahon kind of angle, right? Like that was an aspect of that characterization you did was about leaning into the drama and just making the money and stuff like that. So, I mean, if you're walking away from
like this wrestling show that I do, but I think there's a stark difference between the type of drama that we see sometimes like peddled in the space that is extremely toxic and violent, and I don't really like that much. It could like, I think is a permanent brand killer for the type of stuff I want to do in my life, right? And there's a difference between that and people yelling at each other extremely heated about, you're fucking stupid, you fucking dumb fuck. I think these are different levels, right?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to moderate your panel more, like obviously, yeah, of course, and do something a bit more serious or something. But certainly, I think the Hippy Dippy does have a reputation for being a bit of a drama farm rather than a serious political topic discussion.
Well, no, I don't even need it to be extremely serious political discussion, right? It can be stupid political discussion. It can just be entertainment. But there's a huge difference between that and what happened on last Friday's show with Rob, and I don't like that. I don't want that.
Maybe stop inviting retards on.
Yep.
I mean, it's Rob Noor. Like, what the fuck do you expect? It's like he's a fucking idiot, isn't he?
The proof is in the pudding. And we'll see what you do and who you invite and what you do. If you invite more of the same bullshit, we'll just know that this is a bunch of lip service. And that's it. Either you want change or you don't. That's it.
Okay,
But, if I see the next fucking Hippy Dippy and it's like, Haas and Destiny invited, I'm like, okay, this motherfucker is literally just doing shit to sound cool. You don't get to say this shit and then be like, oh, well,
wait. I'm changing rules and shit on how you can't bring outside drama into the show. You can't do this. You can't do that. Right? Is that not like an indication whatsoever?
Stop booksmarting me right now, okay? I'm not going through this again. The public sees you as drama. Okay, and you're like, well, yeah, of course I can have Destiny and fucking Haas on together. Hello? That's not drama. Okay, bro, I'm not going down this again. Okay, that is drama. Okay, so you could say it's not.
But having two people who don't like each other in the same
I'm
room,
not arguing you, Booksmarts. Okay, you could say what the book definition is. Everyone else thinks it's something else. Okay, that's it. You are the drama man. You are King Drama, leader of the drama, Vince McMahon in the flesh. Okay, that is you. Okay, now if you don't want it to be you, that's fine, but you don't get to say that and then also have Destiny and Haas on next week because everyone's going to say, oh, this is going to be a fucking shit show. No one's going there to hear what Haas has to say or Destiny has to say about Russia. No one gives a fuck. I want to see them two fucking fighting over who's taller. That's it. And that's a fact, and you know it and I know it. I don't know why we're all acting like we don't know it. That's the fact. At the end of the day.
Why would I care about something as stupid as
then why would you care that everyone thinks your show is drama? Everyone does. Everyone thinks it's drama. No one doesn't, except that one guy in chat who says he follows you for foreign policy. Everyone thinks you're drama. Right now, to this day, I will bet any amount of money, 85, 90%, we think you're drama. That's it. That's what we know for. Maybe you have a different definition. Everyone else thinks you're drama. Right now, today. That's what we think, and we're going to keep thinking it. Okay? Unless you change. And you're not going to change because you don't think that's drama. So you are a drama show. That's what you are. You're drama Andy. And IRI is politics Andy. That's you. Nothing you can say now will change that unless you radically change what you do. And you're not going to change. So you will always be drama Andy. And that's why you will never be anything with this other shit that you're trying to do until you accept that the public has a different view of what drama is than you do, apparently. That's a fact. You are drama Andy. Poll any amount. Poll your own chat. Unbiased, mind you. And that's going to be a little rough thing for you to do because you have to be there. Hey, chat, why do you watch me? Just curious. I'm putting it out there. Just like that, you do it in no context. Maybe you'll get a real answer. Okay? But I'm telling you this because I want you to be successful. Like, I'm not doing this because I want to fuck with you. Okay? I want you to be as rich and happy as possible. And
but you really
I don't know what to say because you keep dodging this.
This doesn't make me happy, right?
It's not right now is not supposed to make you happy. What happens after this is supposed to make you happy. I'm giving you cold, hard facts, and you don't want to accept that everyone thinks of you as drama.
Do you think there's a difference in how my community views me and how other communities view me who are outside of my more viewership?
I don't know. You should try polling your community in an unbiased way. If you do it an unbiased way, you'll get an unbiased answer. Do you care about data or not? If you come on, let me be you. Starting up my show, loading screen, 5 minutes. Hey guys, what's up? Dylan here. Listen, I want to start off today. I'm just curious because I'm going to kind of be fleshing out some of the stuff I want to do moving forward. I'm going to do a poll in chat. It's anonymous. I just want to get an idea of what type of content you want to see moving forward. Because I have some ideas of what I want to do, some fun stuff, some not so fun stuff. So here's a poll. Go ahead and vote it. Let me know what you think. You do that, maybe you'll get a real answer. Or if you come out in the other way, hey guys, fucking Dan says that I'm nothing and that all I am is a drama streamer. What a fucking loser. Fucking Destiny Orbiter doesn't know fuck all.
To do this now that you've already said it, right?
It's not impossible.
You're going to be anticipating it.
No, you can do it. You think every viewer of yours is now watching this show? That's not the case. You can get a real answer. I don't want you, and I'm worried about this now because I want to be clear with this. I don't want you to view this conversation as me being an enemy to you, because that's not the case. What I mean what I say, I want you to be successful. And it kills me that right now you have the most successful Twitch politics show. And to me, it sounds like you want to fucking throw it away. That, like Mr. Wonderful talking about it, is I love money. And it breaks my heart when I see someone just throwing it down the toilet. I cry. Okay? That's me right now for you. And I'm going to do anything I can to stop that from happening. Okay? So that's where I'm at right now. If I genuinely thought that you could do something else and it would be a better path, why would I not say that? Just to fuck with you?
I mean, maybe it is. I mean, if you're already doing politics stuff and you're not having this issue with stuff, I don't know. I mean, I'm not sure if I'm even necessarily.
My online streams have never impacted my political career in any way.
Yeah. So, I mean, unless you do something like run for president or some shit, surely there's not going to be much of an issue. Or
I'm just going to be more careful about what I do, and I am going to enforce that rule about outside drama does not come into the debate unless it's related to the debate topic. I'm going to do that rule. Okay. If people really associate my brand that much with drama, and they think I'm primarily a drama streamer, or that's what I do, then I just don't want that to be my brand. That's not something I enjoy that. I don't.
Yeah, no shit. But you don't get to choose that. You go with what success is. You think fucking Destiny wants to be known for fucking N-word Andy?
What if I don't enjoy that?
Darren? Yeah, he doesn't enjoy being N-word Andy either. So
I don't want to do something I don't enjoy.
You don't get to fucking choose what the public thinks of you, bro. You are what you are. And then you keep doing your own thing and hope that eventually, over time, maybe you can sway them to the right way. But that just is what it is, man. You don't get to choose how the public sees you.
Yeah, I mean, I think that obviously, it's unavoidable that on Twitch the market demands a certain type of content. I enjoy doing what I do. I enjoy making this kind of content, and it is popular as well. But yeah, I don't know. I guess my question would be: do you not worry, Dylan, that if you amend Hippy Dippy too much, you might lose some of the magic, and it might not be as successful?
And that's that, man. It is what it is.
So you would make changes, theoretically, that would destroy the viewership if you would be happy with that content that's output, even if it would say half the views.
The idea is you want to balance it, right? So you can do what you love while also getting enough tension on it, right? But if I'm doing something that's not making me happy, right?
Yeah.
I wake up and I'm I don't want to stream today, man.
I get that.
I've been getting that feeling more, and I don't like that feeling.
I get that.
Do you know who you are right now?
And I want to do stuff.
Oh God, I don't even know if I should. This is someone in chat told me to ask this, so I'm gonna ask. It's not my opinion, but I'm asking anyways. Do you think people watch Molina for the travel?
I'll be back in 1 sec.
That's a smart decision right there, Chud.
I have no clue. I don't watch Molina's stream.
Oh, there you go. Good answer. That's you right now. Well, anyways, I don't want to go too hard. I like you. I see a lot of me in you when I was younger, and I like it. It reminds me of my my younger days, if you will. Okay? And I think you got a lot to offer this world. But you're a dreamer, and we got to beat that out of you. Okay? No dreaming allowed. Only cold, hard capitalism. Okay? Accepting the realm that you are. That's it. No dreams allowed. You have to be a product of the machine, okay? See great things with you, but only within my guidelines.
Right, I had to get to the toilet. What did I miss? You want to ask about Melina, right?
No, we're past that.
I'm pretty sure people watch Melina for her astute takes about politics and finance or something. No?
Yeah, sure. The foreign policy.
The foreign policy. No, what's happening now? Are we still talking about this?
Yeah.
How you feeling, Dylan?
Not particularly good.
No, that's not the way you should be feeling. You should be feeling retrospective right now. You should be feeling.
I am retrospective.
You should have a fucking giant scale on your desk.
My options. Like, I mean, I've always been worried that I wasn't like doing enough to bring in people for other reasons, right? To some extent, right? And the idea was always you use this type of stuff to kind of like pad the numbers, and eventually, like, maybe you can make content that will actually appeal to people that's actually talking about the issues you want to talk about. But if that's not really if that's not really an option for me, then I don't even know what I'm doing.
Listen, that stuff, you can make a difference and have an overall goal without being full on IRI. Sorry, I know I'm really important as in chat. Sorry to keep using you as an example, and I know.
Yeah, no, fuck RI. RI's a little bitch. Fuck that guy.
I know he's successful and everything. I don't mean to.
Successful to be a fucking bitch.
But you can do and have a lot of positive impact while still being Howard Stern. Okay, you can. Okay, you don't want that. So the other option, hypothetically, is: do you prefer to be IRI with half the viewers and half the money and half the influence? Because I can speak at least for TGG, for Dices. They're not interested in watching scuffed IRI. I don't mean to say that in a weird way. We're not. We're here for Dylan Burns is bringing on Haas and fucking Destiny, and they're debating who can take the bigger dildo.
Do you think this dichotomy is fair? That I either be Howard Stern, like bringing on like mentally disabled people to like sing and dance,
Based.
or I'm IRI?
Oh my god, this is like a great idea. Let's do it.
Like those are the two options.
Well,
there's not like any middle ground that could be found between like let's try to make this entertaining. Let's try to make it somewhat WWE, but let's not bring on the people with like the optics so bad that it leaves us like a spot on the couch when they sit down.
Well, see, now what you're saying is you're going farther and farther away from what you initially said. I guess the Chud originally, which is yeah, I'm done with drama. And
I never said I was done with drama. When did I say that?
I
said that the drama in the space is not really good, that entertaining right now.
This isn't fair. I feel like you said that. Chud, do you get that opinion as well, or am I off base here?
I mean, the thing is like I've not watched the original. So basically, I watched Dylan's
coverage. Fucking weasel. Just say what you're thinking here, Chud.
Okay, listen, I'm barely getting a chance to speak, and you want me to speak so quickly. Okay, let me use my beautiful voice so people can hear what I've got to say. Okay.
All right, let's go. So
very simple. Okay. It started in 1971. No, I'm just kidding. So basically, when I first watched the video, I had a very specific reaction to it, and it felt very much like that was what Dylan was saying. And then we spoke, and it felt like Dylan's position was different to what he'd initially stated. That was my perception of it. So, but I might have been being gaslit by Dylan. Who knows?
Okay. Well, maybe I'm wrong, but I felt like something you've said in this conversation is that if everyone thinks of your stream as drama content, you want to stop right away.
Specifically said that I wanted to try to find a way to exist in both worlds. I can give you timestamps if you want.
Well, I mean, in this conversation, you said, I don't want to do this if everyone thinks I'm just known for drama.
Well, no, if people think that I'm just a drama content, then I'd rather not associate my brand with that. If that's just become my brand, where people think they turn into Dylan Burns TV for drama.
Okay.
That's why I turn into my show, yeah. I mean, but that's this is the first time I've ever heard somebody say, I associate your channel with drama. This is the first time somebody's confronted with me with this idea. Usually people say I associate with Hippy Dippy, I associate with your debates, but you framing the Hippy Dippy channel as just, well, this is just drama, really.
Okay.
This is a different framing that I've been confronted with.
Yeah, I'm not saying that you only do drama. I'm just saying, what are you known for?
What am I known for? Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
Okay, let me just, Dan, do you not think, though, there's some merit to the idea? Because Dylan is known as, like, the foreign policy guy, right? Like, I know you were joking about that one guy saying he's associated with foreign policy, but I do think there's, like, a, you know,
if you tune into an average stream of, like, an average Dylan Burns stream, for the vast majority of my viewers, I don't think they're there for drama. I think I get bumps in viewership when I touch drama because people outside of my community, my regular community, will jump in to watch because that's what they want to see, right? They want to see drama. They don't necessarily want to hear me talk about Taiwanese foreign policy. They don't care about that shit, right? And so I feel like this is maybe being slightly weighted by the fact that the only times Dan watches my content, and a lot of people watch my content, is when I do that, right?
Well, okay.
Dan, have you ever sat down and watched one of my videos that is like about serious politics?
Not for a long time.
Okay, so I think I can split the difference here. I think that what's happening is, so I think Dan is correct in expressing this idea that there's certainly a perception of Dylan being like a drama streamer. I do think that there is some merit to the idea that, you know, other people might see you differently, and I do think there are, a not insignificant component of people that will see you more for foreign policy or something like that. Like, people say things like, "Oh, Dylan's the foreign policy guy," right? Like, this is a thing that I think gets spoken quite regularly. I'm sure people in chat would agree to this. So I think that it's not just that you're seen as a drama streamer in totality, but there's certainly some people that probably do. But there's probably like some people that see you more as foreign policy, I guess. And I think it's quite telling that your Ukraine-Russia coverage was probably like the most viewed stuff you've ever done on Twitch, right?
Most viewed stuff I've ever done. I got like 8.9 at one point, which was fucking massive numbers for me.
And I think
like covering Ukraine, yeah.
I guess one of the issues is like people might look at your YouTube channel and get a certain impression because of the thumbnails and stuff like that. I get that some of that's like clickbait and whatever, and you got to get people to click on the fucking video to watch it. But yeah, maybe that's part of the perception too. I don't know, but yeah, that's my view on it, I guess. Dan, thoughts?
I mean, at the end of the day, it's just numbers. If you ask 100 people, hey, what type of content does Dylan do? Out of those 100 people, some amount are going to say one thing and some are going to say the other thing. You can decide what you do with the results to that answer. Okay.
And how did you walk into a conversation and you pushed me into more thinking, even though your intention is to basically say, Dylan, embrace it, right? Yes. But I feel more repulsed by it now. Like the idea that this is actually just what I am. I'm more repulsed by it now.
Well, that's up to you. I mean, listen, if you have a dream to do like serious politics and you're allured by the huge numbers that you had doing Ukraine stuff, go for it, I guess. I think it's the wrong thing personally. That's all.
Don't forget as well, Dan is a filthy capitalist, and he's all about the bottom
line, our
right?
goals might not be aligned. Listen, there's a lot of people out there who are happy, like, dying with nothing in the bank, and they spent their whole life like helping kids in India.
Fuck them kids. No, thank you.
Yeah, but
get out of it.
But there are people, and they're very happy, so they say, doing that. Okay, and that's fine. You know what I mean? But that's not me. So I can only give you my insight of what I think happiness is, which is waking up and doing whatever it is that you want to do that day. I think all of it stems from that, and having the resources to be able to do whatever you want to do that day. So if you want to go do nothing, you can do that.
The thing is, though, like, I've got a lot of sympathy when, Dylan, when you say stuff like, I wake up not wanting to stream. And I can really kind of sympathize with that. And like, it fucking sucks, right? Like, yeah, obviously, if it genuinely is making it so you don't want to stream because of what you're doing, then yeah, obviously you've got to find a different way, right? Like, that makes total sense to me. Yeah.
And if nobody wants to like watch ultimately, right? If it's that I do something that I enjoy and nobody wants to watch it, well, then streaming was never for me in the first place, right?
Anyway, Dan, what's your average viewership?
I don't know, 2,000 or 3,000, but I don't stream.
Is it?
I'm a fucking Destiny orbiter. Who knows what would happen if I fucking streamed every day, though.
Very true.
I haven't done that
Very
in a
true.
minute.
I'm just wondering if you're in a position to be giving Dylan all this advice. That's all.
Oh, it's business advice, not Twitch advice.
Okay, fair enough. Anyway, I don't want to do any bad vibes or anything. Like, I don't know. I know Dan's been a bit forthright in his perspectives, but
it's only because I
there's no
love
hard
you.
feelings, right?
Okay, I want to stop. That's something from Destiny. That's like rubbed off on me. It's not good. I don't love you. Okay, I want you to do well. I'm saying this because I want you to do well, genuinely. That's it. Now, don't take any of this as me being an aggressor to you, because it's not the case. I want you to do well, and you might disagree with what doing well is, and that's fine. Okay. And all of chat might be like, Dan is a sociopath, insane. That's fine too. Everything I say, not to hurt you, but for you to be successful and to do well. You can take that advice, or you can say, or take some of it, or none of it. That's up to you. But you should know that all of it comes from me wanting you to be successful, not from me wanting you to fail. Okay? So that is what it is. Don't view this as being adversarial. I'm trying to give you outside insight that other people, like, like when you have spinach in your teeth and no one else is going to tell you. I'm trying to be like, dude, you cannot do anything. You got fucking spinach in your teeth. Like, well, technically, mate, it's I don't know why we're doing the Aussie accent. Oh, mate, listen, it's not spinach, it's celery, all right? Like, listen, that's you, okay? No one else, you're like arguing with me over it, okay? That's it. So that's the difference there. All right?
Yeah.
Okay, look, listen. Okay. Dan is an asshole, but he's got some interesting perspectives. Asshole. Yes, you fucking are. You're a massive asshole. Give me a fucking break.
I am not an asshole. I am brief and succinct with what I'm trying to say, and cutting out the formalities and niceties that will never let your point get across in the first place if you do that. Okay, this conversation couldn't happen if I was here like not telling truths, right? How can you do any of this conversation if the barrier, the distance between us is so great that he believes that right now everyone thinks that they're watching him for foreign policy, and I believe that no one watches him for foreign policy, and they're all there because they want to see WWE blood sports.
But the truth is in the middle. Let's be fucking real here, okay? The truth is in the middle.
No, the truth is not in the middle. The truth is greatly fucking skewed to my side. Maybe it's in the fucking 5-yard zone or the 10-yard zone, but sure as shit isn't in the middle about to do a fucking, like, touch off or whatever the fuck it is, okay?
Okay, how do you explain the fact that Dylan's most viewed Twitch streams ever, as far as I know, were his coverage of Ukraine, Russia, and seeing those streams. He got hosted by who?
I don't know, big streamers.
Wait, now hang on, back that up.
Just that? Do you think every single day I just got hosted?
Yeah, who hosted him? No, wait. You made the claim, so you tell us who hosted him and when.
I was relying on goddamn fucking Twitch viewer 316 may have fucked me again. Hold on 1 second.
Mate, why the fuck are you taking things from chat, you fucking brain dead moron?
2 times.
Well, listen, it may... Okay, well, there you go.
I got hosted 2 times, but that wasn't every single day. I was getting like 3.5 on a regular day if I was doing decent.
I gotta turn off chat when I do this. Listen,
yeah, you
because
do.
It's exciting. It's exciting shit. Okay, that's probably why it's mega exciting shit. Doing that stuff for sure. I wouldn't even disagree with that in the case.
I have chat up, but don't pull up fucking Twitch viewer retard 967 for an opinion. They're not gonna know what the fuck they're talking about.
But he seems so trustworthy.
Why? They're just a random name in chat.
He seemed so authoritative when he was saying it. Like,
if they're a sub, you can probably trust them. If they sub to Chud Logic, they're probably trustworthy, okay?
You saying I just can't trust people in Twitch chat?
You telling me people go to Twitch chat and lie? That's unbelievable.
Yeah, why would they do that?
But no, I genuinely, I watched some of Dylan's Ukraine coverage, and it was genuinely like wall to wall talking about what's going on. I mean, one other thing I was thinking though is, what is the Russia-Ukraine conflict if not drama on a big scale?
Yeah, sure. And apparently, here I am again, reading Twitch chat. Apparently, IRI had 4K viewers on it too. So everyone got a fucking bump because it was a crazy shit. But that's not if fucking Miami was on fire right now, I'm pretty sure I would have a lot of viewers as I was out there like, hey guys, check it out. My neighbor's house is burning down. Like, that's action. It's crazy shit. You don't know what's going to happen. It's not like we're in a fucking conference room and we're having a calm debate with fucking, I don't know, some fucking professor emeritus of fucking global studies, right? That's not it. It's fucking crazy shit that's popping off right now. You can't rely on that to happen all the time, unless you're like all gas, no brakes, but you're not that dude.
I don't know. I'm a bit more optimistic about Dylan's prospects in this than you are, Dan. I think
Simp.
Dylan can. I'm not being a simp. Fuck you. Wait a sec. If I agreed with you, would you call me a simp then?
No, that's just being right. See,
Right,
if you
okay.
agree with me, you're based. If you don't agree with me, you're a simp.
No, that makes perfect sense. Yeah.
Oh, I'm glad to explain it to you right there.
But yeah, I feel like you've given some forthright points, and that's fair enough. But I do think that Dylan can pivot to, well, it's not even pivoting as such. Like as you said, Dylan, like if you've not got any heat as such for like the stuff you've done so far, as long as you stay away from maybe the extremely spicy stuff going forward, like it should be fine, right? Like you can still have that balance, right?
Dylan?
I mean, yeah. I mean, that's what I said from the start, that I wanted to find a balance. Yeah.
I mean, the thing is, though, like you keep saying you said this from the start. My perception, and I'll admit, maybe I'm wrong, who fucking knows? My perception was that you were saying something very different to what you're saying now. But, certainly I'll go back and look at it. Probably not on stream, but I will go back and look at it and see what you said and, see if my perception was maybe misguided or wrong or whether I'm
beset by tiredness.
People are telling me to stop cucking content. I mean, what do you want? Do you want Dan and Dylan to just argue for hours more? Like, what more do people want from this situation? I don't understand. People are saying yes. I think that's it. I think we're all done, right? Like, what more? This is just we've squeezed the lemon of every drop now. And Dan and Dylan aren't even talking. So, like, what are we supposed to do?
Well, like, because you fucked it all up, like, over here trying to resolve everything. You're not a very good businessman, okay? I know, like, right now you got a lot of viewers, you're not plugging anything, you're not even playing the fucking game. Like, bro, you need to get your shit together, okay?
I do need to shill. I do need to shill, but I don't know, I'm being lazy today. It's first day of the month. Like, first day of the month, you're a bit like, oh, whatever, it doesn't matter. It's first day of the month, isn't it? It'll be fine.
A lot of people are asking me to ask you how old you are.
I'm 35.
People are saying you're 45.
Okay, I lied. I'm 65. And I'm actually a Vietnamese woman.
Can we hear your native language?
Well, no, because Dylan's here now. And obviously I don't want to besmirch Dylan's brand by doing a Vietnamese accent. That's a terrible idea. Maybe later. Also, Twitch have got a hair trigger on bans at the moment. I'm even worried about doing the Jew things with you because they might see, the anti-Semitism again. Oh, it's Adolf Hitler on Twitch. Get this guy banned.
Yeah, so out of character for Chud Logic to talk about this stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. I never would talk about anything bad. Yeah, exactly. I'm on a pension. You were asking earlier, the reason I got so offended is I'm actually on a pension, and I'm drawing from that now. So, I didn't want that to be revealed, but you forced my hand.
Don't let that happen again, by the way. I don't respond to, like, the very aggressive stuff, okay? You want me on here for our weekly or bi-weekly show, you need to be nice, okay? Only memes, no fucking bullshit, okay?
Okay, but I don't think I was that harsh.
Let me stop you there. You got very
You're
offended.
crazy.
Okay.
Dan, you're going crazy. I wasn't even that mad. You're losing your mind. Okay.
No, you were mad.
You've lost it. I was a very calm tone. I didn't say anything
You're
bad
mad,
to you.
you're mad, you're mad, you're mad, you're mad.
I didn't even call you any bad words. You've lost it. You're losing it.
You called me the R word, which I would never say.
I called you that because it was funny and it was good content.
Uh-huh. You're a sellout.
Yes, correct.
The old Chud would never do this back when he was pulling in, 50 viewers. You've changed.
I have changed for the better. I'm no longer soy cucked to the leftoids. I can just...
There you go.
I can do whatever I want, and the only thing they can do is try and get me banned. But Twitch, for some reason, aren't
it's
doing
like I
it
can do whatever I want, and all they can do is deplatform me and take all my money. Fucking idiots.
Well, I guess I can do what I want within TOS. People don't realize this, but in TOS there's actually a line that says if you're doing satirical stuff, you can be as racist as you want or something like that.
Yeah, that's true. So,
someone's asking me to ask you how much you've had to drink. Are you drinking?
No, it's the morning. It's 2 p.m. Well, it's 2 p.m. now.
Okay. A man of consummate professionalism such as yourself, what do you think about people drinking to excess whilst they're streaming?
What do you mean to excess?
Let's say, for example, they had a big bottle of whiskey that they were kind of guzzling throughout the stream, and it was just drinking it straight out of the bottle.
Whiskey? I think you have a problem if you're drinking straight whiskey.
Okay.
Now, if you're making yourself like old fashions, and just being a casual drink enjoyer, like that's Giga Chad. But like drink slave, that's down bad.
Yeah, I'm talking about on Twitch as well. Not just like you do what you want in your own home, right? But like if you're on Twitch, it seems a bit weird to drink to excess.
I mean, I've been known to have a few drinks while I'm having a stream.
Just to relax.
Yeah, take it easy, basically.
Yeah. Okay. What about doing drugs?
See, I don't know. I guess smoking pot is fine now. Reefer, as they called it back in my day. But I don't know about anything beyond that.
Okay.
What type of drugs are you talking about?
Oh no, the reason I'm asking these questions is I don't mind if someone just has like a drink or even a little toke to chill out. But I feel like some people drink and mainly do marijuana to like excess, and they're just like it's very sloppy, I think. If you take this seriously, I guess. Like if you're just in it for the hobby, like whatever. But
yeah, well, you got to keep your wits about you in it.
Yeah, especially when you're around.
Well, I'd like to think I can keep you on your feet a little bit, hopefully. If not, that means I'm getting up there in the years and I'm a shadow of my former self. That's the problem. Like in this day and age, when you're talking with such creative influencers that are so quick on their feet, like yourself and Dylan and everything else, to be able to stand amongst the Titans and have a shot in the ring, you got to stay sharp. And you can't be drinking too much if you do it. Because if you drink too much, you get a little sloppy. You start misspeaking. And for some of us, that's a problem. And you really have to, you have to watch yourself. It's not easy.
Yes. Okay, have we resolved this then? Is everyone happy?
I don't know. Is Maury okay? You all right there, Maury? Jerry Springer Jr.?
No, I'm fine.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Listen, thanks for coming on, Dylan. Thanks for coming on, Dan.
Are you getting rid of us?
Well, what else am I supposed to do? I want to watch this thing I wanted to watch. And
what thing?
All right. It's called Nunya.
Nunya? Like
Nunya Business. Yes.